Oh, welcome everybody to, what was it? Barcraft? That's what it was called in 2013? Winecraft?
That's StarCraft specific.
Oh, esports in a winery.
Final fill, let's see.
Great
fill him a cup with
sports.
booze. Good, yeah. I don't know. Hi.
Oh, sir, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What is?
Pub stomp? Because, you're destroying, but it's a game, it's a game thing. You're like, you got the casuals you're defeating in a full stack, and it's a pub.
But that's not Final Fantasy specific, and
No.
Barcraft is StarCraft specific. So if you're trying to make something that's a Barcraft-like, you got to make it Final Fantasy specific.
Is this esports? This is esports, right? This is esports.
It's basically esports.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's highly competitive in a video game community. People can't see us, by the way.
No, I know the TV.
Can you Photoshop our faces on top of our walls?
That'd be interesting. No, if everyone was nice enough to not sit behind the TV, as it were, during the setup screen. Let's get to the actual button here.
By the way, go back. Go back. Because this is the best waiting screen you've ever come up with. You've done some shit in your time, Mr. Kyle Ferguson, but this is your finest shit yet.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh no, you're breaking the illusion. You're breaking the illusion.
The illusion. Get down.
I feel like you need to have that scene in all scenes today because it's just too cool. It's too good.
We can, let's workshop it. I think we can figure it out.
All right.
Let's see what we can do. You do greetings and stuff while I architect.
Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How you doing? I'm going to get in front of the Is Garrett okay comments and say I feel terrible today.
Oh.
I might be coming down with something. Kind of feel like that time I had mono in college.
Oh.
Don't really know what's going on, but I'm not at the point where I don't want to stream yet. And so I'm going to go for it. And so if I don't show up Thursday, y'all know what happened.
Excellent.
But I'm on a lot of caffeine and allergy meds in case that's what my issue is. And we're going to power through. Everybody. I'm here because I want to be. It could be a vacation bug. I'm not sure, Kelty. And my dad, who my whole family was down in the Keys with us. My dad got horribly ill the last day of the trip. And then the following day, when it was time for them to drive home, he was totally fine. So we chalked that up to he probably ate something. Didn't seem like it was contagious. So, but who knows? Who knows? I hear the big C's going around again. I'm hoping that's not whatever this is. I'm hoping I just overexerted myself because I've spent a lot of time outside in the last 48 hours because our house was basically in shambles from being away for so long. So, and it's very hot here, even hotter than it was down in the Keys somehow. But that's what's going on. So if anyone is like, is Garrett okay? That's what's going on. I don't have the studio lights on because I feel kind of warm. Disclaimer out of the way. Other than that, I'm really stoked about this because we've never seen a Race World First really ever. I've vaguely tuned into WoW ones in the past and didn't spend none of the WoW coverage that I partook in really covered World First. So I'm about as virgin as one can be to these shores.
Certainly a different vibe too, with all the the add-ons. That was the kind of hacking the system part of the World's First I enjoyed. Was hang on, we're taking a break because our programmers are coming up with a brand new add-on for this particular bit of content.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody on this team that isn't showing their screen is using an add-on.
Well, hang on. I was having a one-topic conversation, sir, and you dive in 7 deep.
How is that not on the same topic of conversation?
No. I was expressing my background with something like a world first, as opposed to honestly, I'm a little disappointed today, Garrett. I was sold a bill of lies. I was told that we would be 37 hours deep, maybe even days deep before we'd be on Boss 4. And here we are on Boss 4. There was some people pumping it up.
I haven't done Savage myself. Have not
Easy
partaken,
mode.
But I've been told many times by people who I hope were not lying to me that when it comes to Savage, each wing, in fact, tends to be almost each encounter tends to kind of ratchet up in difficulty. And so since I'm assuming we're in the first wing of this is the Arcadian, right?
Yes. This is
Yes.
the
Okay.
graphics card.
Yeah. I'm assuming that this is as easy as it gets. So to the folks who were telling you it's like always like a 48-hour, if not more, affair, they may have been oversimplifying or maybe just thinking of the later wings.
Yeah, no,
perhaps.
that's very true.
I'm going to defend them, and I'm just going to assume that they were not bad actors and that they were just kind of thinking about when they were the most excited to watch Race the World First Savage content, which was probably towards the end when it was really difficult.
I can confirm that none of these people were bad actors. That makes it assume like they would feed me wrong information to gain personal accolades. I think it's just like many things of like, when people are like, hey, is the dungeoning happening in the stream? Like, no, like brains get squished. Time is an illusion. We lose track of things.
We live on the internet. We very recently in a Q&A were asked, would you ever be interested in casting Race the World First? And we said yes. And I'm sure there's a little like, got him energy because we don't know what we were getting into. So, you know, I would consider that a quote unquote bad actor, but with like really fun energy to it. It's got that got him energy, which honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind got him energy on the internet, especially when I'm new to something. It can be fun. Just, you know, don't take it too far. It's fine. It's all good. We're all friends here.
So legitimately, the leading team right now is called Kryl. Like that's the name of the lead.
Oh, God bless them.
Their name is Kryl.
Oh, Echo right behind. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I don't know much about
Nice.
this. I obviously am familiar with Echo because I've played enough World of Warcraft. It's kind of hard to miss. But I'm my very vague awareness of this whole thing. The big deal is that Echo showed up for this. This is like Echo's first official foray into Final Fantasy XIV, if I'm not mistaken.
And if anyone's curious about what we're watching here, this is what I've heard is kind of the premier station to be on for the overall catching of what's going on. So this is Mog Talk. Apparently they switch between all the views of a lot of different streams, check in on others, try to catch big moments for even teams that are behind right now. I've got a bunch of windows open. Cider Spider, bless him. I'm in the South, so I can say bless him now, is doing it with Party Finder and is making his way through. I think this is the first one here. So he's signed himself up.
Can we talk about Cider Setup? I have never seen Cider Setup before. I'm seeing it for the first time. This is incredible.
Yeah, he is in the void. Well done.
I wish I could remember the digital artist. There was a digital artist, I think did a demo at my college one time. But I remember a video of him being passed around the school. This had nothing to do with the school demo, but he showed up to some kind of trade convention and did a live digital art demo, and he had his Wacom tablet hanging from a guitar strap.
Ooh.
And for me, that's what this reminds me of, is just like you take something as mundane as playing a video game and kind of amp it up.
Can we get the Kill la Kill keyboard suit? Did you ever make it that far? Maybe that reference is lost on you.
No,
okay.
I'm about halfway through Kill la Kill, and I keep getting distracted by other things.
Sure.
Like Free Ren and Bartender, which I like Kill la Kill, but Free Ren and Bartender are much more my preferred brand of anime.
I've got Mr. Happy here, who is, I mean, it looks like they're on the same Wicked Thunder horse lady thing. Dude, there's a lot of ads on Twitch.
We got
there's a lot of ads on Twitch.
Olympics milk ad.
Yep. Olympics milk. Yes, that's what it's called. I would hate that name.
Olympics milk?
I don't want to go anywhere near that product. And then there is, of course, the Echo World First. A bunch of other tabs open as well. And I think I'll just do my best to try to avoid Twitch ads because, granted,
okay. Well, I mean, if this is esports, Kyle, so we're screwing up. We should have some sort of like energy drink product or just liquid drinkable product. That was like always a mainstay anytime I went or watched an esports event. There was something. But all I can say today is that this stream, this esports broadcast is brought to you by antihistamines.
Nice.
There it is.
I mean, we can. I'm sure we could get one if we really tried.
Probably
Drink companies just have money and they don't know what to do with it. You go to them and you're like,
talk to. Does anyone know anyone from Branch chairs? Because, like, honestly, I love this damn thing. Bought it with my own friggin' money, and I would love to be sponsored by Branch because they make legitimately good chairs that don't destroy your spine. So, like, if anyone knows anybody that works in outreach at Branch, how do I get a Branch sponsorship?
Luke's got it. Yeah, we do need to get the Dami Mommy energy drinks. We looked at that one stream ago. Several.
Oh, is that the
streams
Gamer
ago.
Sups? Is that
Yeah,
that thing?
was that it? Was
like,
that what it was called?
I
Where
think,
you can get your,
I think so.
your avatar on there if you're a VTuber.
I'm not against it. Like I got nothing to get. As we established yesterday, I am. You know, listen. You can be married and still be into cute anime characters. That
Exactly.
that's totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. However, we also established yesterday, you and I are a little over the lolly thing, and we think some anime artists should probably realize that there's a lot of us in our 40s that are still really into like cute anime characters, and maybe we want someone looking a little more age appropriate.
There is an anime called Kaiju 8 where he is constantly called an old man at 30. So,
I hate that.
Well,
yeah, someone reached out yesterday to inform me that when you are into anime character or anime girls that are like visibly older, they're called hag, and I think we can do better than that. I think we could come up with a better name.
Really?
I guess so. I don't know how true this is. I'm not that deep down the anime rabbit hole. So
medical fields are not kind. My cat is 11 years old and he is called a senior supreme.
That's extremely kind. That is the coolest name ever. You don't want to be a senior supreme?
Senior supreme.
if God love it, if I make
the
it
senior supreme.
If I make it, between the age of like 80 and 100, I would be honored to be referred to as a senior supreme.
I mean, I can also tell you that it was extremely weird having Kristen at 36 constantly called geriatric pregnant. She was known as a geriatric.
I remember you informing me of this, and
Yes.
that is one. Yeah, we can
maybe we
workshop
all
that
collectively.
Dear medical field.
Yes,
I think we need to. We can do better. We can do better than geriatric pregnancy, and we can do better than hag to describe.
I think so.
An attractive older anime character.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, but dude, I wish you could have been in the room for my live reaction to Kyle being like, "So we have a geriatric pregnancy." I was just like, "The fuck? Like what?"
It's true. It's what happened. So here's a great view of kind of what like the Mog Talk breakdown looks like when they're sort of in the thick of it.
Oh, shut up. Hey, Lavanside, what's up? Hell yeah. I really like their multi-screen setup here. I think this is very cool. So I feel like I'm at a sports bar, but they're showing things I care about.
Right. Well, yeah, that's kind of the joy of something like a bar craft and then we are hiding a couple of things down here. They got their productions, they have their leaderboards, and these are rotating hosts throughout the day, breaking down what's going on in the background. And they do try to tune into some comms here and there if there's a lull in conversation or they're on break.
Interesting.
So up there, I assume, is the Bee of Legend, of which everyone loves to dress as right now.
Is this why there's so many bee references going around?
Yeah, there's a bee thing in the community, and I'm guessing this is it, unless this is more of a cap on the bee meme, and this is but a taste of the bees.
Okay. All right. It's kind of, after Preach's cosplay, that is more or less what I expected to be the
bee. Yeah.
Where is it?
This is the bee meme source? Okay.
All right. There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah, no, there's many things, but most of the progression ones here seem to be based around.
Do you have the Echo broadcast up? I think they've been. I guess they're focusing on one because it's Echo Stream, right? So they'd probably be focusing on
So
Echo's
they have their casters right now. Preach was there earlier. We got the giant gun coming out of their chest thing, apparently in different colors. Like it's insane mechanics naturally because it's supposed to be right now. I tuned in to put these scenes together around 10 a.m. this morning Eastern time, and
Yo, they have a gun.
They were on this boss, so they were getting maybe 5% deep. So this is the big check. If I'm reading this correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, are these the times it took to clear? What are these clear times? Clear time, leaderboard, 1, 2, 3 of 4, 13 minutes? As in, like, they did the first 3 boss in 13 minutes?
Time they killed it at.
Okay.
So if you're going, a GMT is like a 24-hour clock format, which I know because I've been going down a watch rabbit hole, Kyle.
Oh, right, because you would want to set your watch to, you know.
The next watch I want to get is a GMT because it has a secondary hour hand that you can quick set to keep track of a second time zone. And then the watch face is actually a 24-hour watch face instead of a 12-hour. And they're cool as shit.
Okay, neat.
Anyway, hi, welcome to my new hyperfixation, everybody.
Garrett's Warhammer's watches.
Dude, we're very close to buying some watchmaking tools. For that very reason, I was like, it's like Warhammer, but I can just wear it out in public.
That's
like
fair.
I could buy a cheap broken watch on eBay, fix it, and then wear it.
Could.
Anyway, I digress.
Kaiba wore a card around his neck. I could wear a little mini around my neck if I found a nice flat one.
Why does it need to be flat?
Well, because I wanted, close. Have you ever had, surely, fellow Hot Topic shopper circa 2008, you had a large neck with the large metal thing, right? At some point.
No, because I was punk, not goth. So I would just wear a chain with like a guitar pick on it.
Well, that's kind of similar, I guess.
Well, guitar picks are extremely flat, and the chain was not very big.
So
wasn't really a necklace guy.
So you never had totem / spirit animal / gothic symbol of power upon your chest that when you would run in your gothic clothes would knock you in the teeth once in a while.
No, I didn't really do the goth thing. The closest I got was horror punk, which is, kind of a hybrid of goth and punk styling, circa bands like AFI and Alkaline Trio. If you were to have been maybe a decade behind us, that would have been the Misfits, but they were already considered a bit of an older band at that time. I get what you're saying, man. Can we talk about this phase transition?
Oh yeah, no, it's sweet with like the knockback and all that.
This boss looks insane.
It's an interesting model for sure, just being the fact that there is definitely a character creator cat girl in the center that they dragged and dropped. And then they just attached a Mecha Godzilla to it. It's insanely looking.
I'm getting a bit of a Doc Ock vibe, although there's only 2.
Yeah. Well,
what only has 2 tentacles?
Corals?
And don't say hentai monster.
Well, no, they don't have 2. Like a Ant-Man? Actually, I can't think of anything with 2. Oh, is that Savage specific? Nice.
We also
awesome.
have 1 big arm.
Well, they did 1 big arm. Yeah, they got one robot arm.
Is there crab lore to this boss?
So this is Savage.
Oh, this is like one of Kyle's favorite things.
What?
Is the asynchronous falling chandeliers.
I've recovered slightly from this fear. Like one of my biggest fears was the standing in the middle of the Shinryu eggs. I'm over that now. That seems rather basic. The overlapping all in the same.
You say that, but we still need to beat Shinryu with no echo
We're
on,
gonna do
and
it.
I'm a little afraid of returning
We're
to
gonna
Shinryu.
rock it.
It has been so long. It's been so very, very long. I really like the design of this boss. This is sick.
Yeah.
Also, the sky. You know me, and I'm a sucker for a good skybox. The skybox looks profoundly like my shit.
Yeah, it looks like you can put a giant smile in the back.
Are we fighting TikTok?
Memories?
Like,
but they're memories probably floating around. Final Fantasy likes the memories.
Is she about to start doing a viral dance?
I mean, they are in a giant graphics card. You have seen the art for this place, right?
So that was
Floating
keep
around.
it here for a sec because I want to see the reset. So yeah, that is a massive phase change. Okay, all right. It is like that she goes from being kind of the normal humanoid size to being. So those are safety donuts.
So I guess we just covered the wipe, as it were, by switching to someone else. I mean, obviously, if you were deeply tuned in.
Yeah. Raid strats are basically a viral dance. Oh my, casual Korok, dude, I think you just cracked it.
Interesting.
Like, you got to learn the steps, right? Like, what else is it? What else is it, Kyle? You have a better way of explaining learning fights?
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Drown my foes in cuts, and however they sound, and however that might be. Let's check in on Mr. Happy. Let's see how Mr. Happy's doing here.
Well, I'm checking in on supers over here because we have not read a one, sir.
Sounds good.
Lady Soria kicked us off. Thank you. Said, just wanted to tell Kyle I tried Unicorn Overlord because he seems to enjoy it, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know this existed on Twitch. There's a button up here that says intended for a certain audience, and of course I was curious. May contain significant profanity. Oh, Mr. Happy. Oh, Mr. Happy. Significant profanity. I'm glad. Please enjoy Unicorn Overlord. It was a great time.
Lukey agreed with me and gave you props for the sports bar formatting of the winery at the beginning of the stream.
Nice.
Can we show that again, Kyle?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have that available?
Well, I've been logged out now because we said it's still too long because that's still a thing. But we can get back in there in a hot moment.
Oh, well, let me wiggle. I have commenced the wiggle.
Commence the wiggling.
Let me close Photoshop because that's using things I don't need used. And then I lost chat. Where'd you go, chat? Hi. Aaron earlier, thanks for the 18 months, said, ooh, boys, Savage Race Day. Let's see how Honey beat Lovely Rex people this time. Which number is Honeybee? Which number in sequence is Honeybee? Honeybee does not seem to be the boss that everyone is stuck on.
2. So there's Cat.
2? Okay.
There's Super Cat. It looks like that Sonic game they came out with. Sonic Unleashed, I think it was. So Sonic Unleashed, Honeybee, and Junkrat. And now they're on Force Girl. Junkrat, yeah.
Oh, is this why I've been seeing very bordering on naughty art of like a horse girl on my Twitter feed?
Is this not? I mean, this would probably be.
I've seen
the
at
horse
least
girl. Yeah.
3, and I didn't even realize it was Final Fantasy 14. But this makes sense. Probably, maybe, absolutely.
Maybe, we don't know. We don't know.
All right, cool.
Internet does what it do. I mean, they do have. I mean, I guess it's a reference to that one lightning pony mount that we see around too. But they do look like they just straight up merged assets. Very fluffy.
Oh, I was about to ask the same question, Robin. What does the M stand for? Match? I thought we always did like the first letter of what the raid is referred to as, and then you add an S for Savage, and then you add a number. So wouldn't this be AS and then a number? Because it's Arcadian?
I did see M's as well. Yeah. So I guess there's additional.
A was used for Alexander. Okay. And so M is very intentional. It's not a generic.
Wait, it's like a hurricane system? We're advancing through the alphabet?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's the letter, it's the number, and then it's the S followed by S. Well, because like if you say A1S, people are going to think Alexander, so you need a new number or a new letter.
Okay. A is already taken.
R was already taken. Arcadian is wrestling matches. That's a vibe I got when they were hinting at the Arcadian, so match makes sense. Yeah. I mean, eventually this game's going to go on long enough that we're going to run out of single letters. So maybe we should, think of a new way to handle that.
I think it'd be okay.
Final Fantasy 14 was never going to die. Never going to die.
11 more years, they said.
Final Fantasy. Wait, what? They specified?
Well, yeah.
What?
At the end of Endwalker, they said they were planning an arc for the next 10 years because we like 10 as human beings. So they were saying 10 years into the future, they're ready to keep going. So that's when the game ends, is in 10 years.
Okay. Some people are saying R. It's a little inconsistent. Okay. Well, time will tell.
I mean, we get the idea, right? We can look right here, like Well, actually, does he have a person as his chair? Oh, no, he's on a green screen of his room. Is that what's going on there? He's got a green screen of his room? Yeah. The room is fake?
Like day 9 after his move?
Yeah.
For a
Yeah,
while?
I think his room is fake. Huh. Weird. Anyway, so yeah, we got. He doesn't have it.
It's his old house. Oh my God. His lore is deep. Okay, yeah, I'm not super familiar with Suno.
Deep. Okay, apparently.
That's sick though. I love a streamer with deep lore.
Yeah. All right. So M4S, Arcadian Savage, World's Race, Let's Go Steel Series.
Okay. All right. That's cool. Nurho. Let's savagely dude in a room. Though in fairness, most of the teams are at the 4th fight already due to the first tiers being faster. There it is. This is dude in a room. I'm happy to see not an absolute just a cavalcade of spoiler concerns. I'm just like it's. I don't know what's happening here.
I mean, it's also like a conscious choice too, based on where we are in the game. Like, I would have different opinions, perhaps, about our raid series from Endwalker, but
that's a good point. But yeah, like also like if we were still really far back in the MSQ, it would just be like I feel like we have other things we should be focusing.
Well, you'd have no
on.
reference. Like you'd see this many buttons on the screen and just be like, I can't possibly like even fathom this. There's not. I'm not even prepared to look at it, let alone knowing what all the AB clock positions are. And now we have some sort of language, at least, to deduce. I've also heard there's some really cool shit going on in here. Like they've programmed it so that if you use your limit break, the announcer, like a wrestling match, goes, "Oh, the limit break," kind of thing. Like not a ton of it. It's not. Remember the first time you played Hearthstone and you were like, there's a crowd and it cheers and the monsters, if it's an 8-8, it's like bigger.
Well, the
like,
first time that ever happened, Kyle, was when I played Super Smash Brothers. So if you could please get on my age level.
But Super Smash Bros had, but I've never seen it like numerically calculated. I mean, they would more based on how far you flew and stuff, which was neat. But, you know, for me, the numbers. Okay. It mattered.
All right. He comments if someone falls off. Hell yeah. Can't wait to get yelled at multiple times in a row.
He should do it like E.T. at the end of the ride.
Why are there hearts?
I think that's a mechanic that...
I'm assuming it's a bad thing if they fill up. It's Zelda in reverse.
Well, everyone talks about how much, they're in love with this bee, so I assume that you are somehow seduced, mind-controlled Lakshmi if you take hearts.
Be yourself.
Take heart, young one.
Want me to sting her? Sorry, all I can think of is Genie quotes.
That's a good one. No, that's good.
Yeah. We got Fidgel. Thanks for the 26 months. Proper welcome back, guys. I'm busily prepping for Savage tonight and looking forward to a chill stream. Enjoy your bees in a room. Don't you mean bees in a hive? Wait, let's coin it now, Kyle. If you're worried about spoilers, don't worry. It's just a bunch of bees in a hive.
They're not in a hive, right? They're in a arena. Yeah, it's a bee room. There's little crowds cheering and stuff.
They're back in Amarat. I don't know why.
I mean, Yoshi P said there was going to be a tournament arc. I thought it was going to happen inside of the actual Dawn Servant contest, but here we are. It's the raid. All of it is a tournament. The whole thing. It's endless tournament arcs. 100 years of tournamentarcs.com. Here we go.
You can just cook with this too. I mean, we could make assumptions on how we get here. Right now, where we're currently at in Dawn Trail, this seems so far removed from anything we've seen or been hinted to that I just don't know.
No, this is literally peeking into the future, literally with the tech going on.
Yeah. Like I would have never called Omega, even though Omega does show up in the MSQ. It's like I would have never called that like, oh yeah, when we find it, Omega's gonna like take us to another like virtual universe and make us fight a bunch of other Final Fantasy references. I would have never gotten there. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It kind of feels like this is you're gonna find something like a character or an object, and we're getting transported to some place that we're fighting challengers. I'm getting a Tron vibe. We're gonna Tron ourselves. I don't know how we're gonna Tron ourselves, but we're gonna Tron ourselves.
I don't like any of this. What's going on? And just
I really like this boss model. Oh, look, just growing, just
Yeah.
control T in themselves.
yeah, but it's that cyberpunk sad version, you know. I don't like it when people give up their humanity for power. It makes me sad.
It literally one of my favorite all-time villains gave up their humanity for power.
Who's that?
Arthas.
Oh yeah, that made me sad too. Yeah, that's
Vader.
just a sad. That's just a sad thing.
It's like it's a common thread with a lot of pretty dope bad guys.
Absolutely, it makes me sad though. You know, dude from Cyberpunk just needed to realize what he had and enjoy it. And I bet she could too. You know, I bet what I'm really saying is, I bet you this is sad right now. I bet you whatever's happening, real sad.
Is super sad.
Yeah.
I bet it's sad.
Yeah, I bet it's sad.
Well, it's Final Fantasy, dude. You could lobby that assumption at anything you ever saw out of context from Final Fantasy. You could just go, I bet this is sad.
I bet this is sad. Dude, that's the most badass thing you ever. Yeah, but I bet it's sad. Oh, I got him. Got him.
You know the meme of the this effing sucks, and then it's like there's an arrow pointing to it and says literally the coolest thing ever, like to make fun of people who are just generally negative.
Yeah.
You could do that meme for Final Fantasy with, like, I don't know, like this is like, I guess you could just say this effing sucks, or you could go with like this is, you know, effing lame, and it's just literally the saddest, most soul destroying thing ever, you know.
We also got some Astrologian on screen here too. Seems to be the primary camera they're working with for Echo today. So happy to see that.
Okay, that's sick. Scrambles the Death Dealer. I was going to say Scrambles and Death Dealer, like it's some sort of band. Thanks for the 15 months. This will be my first time progging Savage that I've been playing since PS3 beta. About time, right?
I've heard the whispers about that. A lot of people are highly invested in the raid content. You know, say what you want about the MSQ. Maybe not here because we're not caught up, but.
Please don't say what you want about the MSQ.
There's a lot of people who are like, but damn, I got to that end game and was like, wow, I'm sticking around.
All of my all of my kindred spirits in loving Stormblood that attend the common denominator there tends to be some of the best patch content in the history of the game, and they're talking about like, you know, trial series and all that kind of stuff. And I agree. I think like a lot of that shit was amazing and definitely plays a role. Although I also am here to stand the MSQ and Stormblood. It's got a pretty slow first half, but I really like where it ends up.
The cubes.
Drasoni, thanks for the super earlier. If anyone told you 37 hours for Savage, they lied. Okay. There have been also some conversations that have been going by, Kyle, that seems to think that people either think they meant Ultimate or that you thought it was Savage, but people were actually talking about Ultimate.
Could be both. Could be both.
There's a very good chance. We are known for letting things fall out of our brains. We're actually, you might say we're famous for it. Internet, famish.
It's one of our greatest strengths.
Is it?
Makes everything fresh. Like, you know, people sitting here, I'm like, man, oh, they're going to remember mechanics. No, we won't.
Yeah, like Griffcat right here for 19 months said exactly that. That Ultimates are week-long affairs. Savages take a few days, and the first 3 usually get blasted.
Sure, and certainly the opening ones. I think Iprix was telling me yesterday in the Discord that people were typing their abilities, as in like /cast, so that they could make the fights go as long as possible, just to like get notes ahead of time. But there's no server, there's no PTR, so you do everything you can to prepare based on the information you have in normal, and it looks like your 4th fight hides something special in it, and in this case Mecha Godzilla.
That's cool. I'm seeing the following chandelier circles, and sometimes they're like the radial AoE and other times they're not, and I'm trying to discern what the difference is.
I mean, here we have a flame tentacles going.
The tentacles are on fire.
We're gonna do a slam down the middle.
Thank you for the smiles, Thatcher. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, and I love when the arena goes away into pillars. Hey, I know what that does.
Yeah, pillars. Yeah, which are now sticking around to be swords for future channels, which are now crisscrossing across.
What is that?
Yeah, looks like they're shocking, but they don't appear to be hurting anybody doing this. So maybe you just need to not get crossed on. So why don't you just stay behind the swords the whole time? Oh, no. Oh, it's a memorization order. Oh, is it really?
Then they do circle attacks?
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, then...
So you got to find the one that I guess wasn't tethered to.
Oh, my God.
And remember that sequence.
Are other ones go...
That's
no,
cool.
is it chaining back to... Okay, it seems to be refreshing itself and giving you another playthrough of it, but you do get some advance notice. Well, that's fun.
Kanara has an interesting point in chat right now. That's Preach OK Mage's stream. I believe they're commentating for Echo, correct?
Yes.
They were saying that they have 4 advisors watching the teams pull and adjusting strats on the fly. So they're just strategists that aren't even playing. That's cool.
Yes, that was something very cool about Dota esports. If you're not familiar with the MOBA, the Valorant MOBA, you could have a coach that would come in between matches and tell you everything you missed and talk about the thing. So
it's not a perfect one-to-one, but have you ever watched professional rally racing?
I'm familiar enough with it.
You know there's 2 people in the car, the driver and the navigator.
That's the cool part.
Yeah, that shit is so rad. I love watching crash cams because every crash you ever see in a rally, it looks like they should have died, and then they go inside with the cabin cam, and they're the 2 calmest looking individuals you've ever seen have that many G forces exerted upon their body. They should just go become astronauts because they just do not care. It's wonderful.
Probably similar stomachs for the emotion and all that too.
I'd have to imagine, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely for the passenger. You're reading, you're not in control, you're not looking out the window. Yeah, you'd have to have a stomach of absolute steel. Is anyone fighting the bee right now, Kyle?
The bee, let's take a look, see. Looks like we have a down and everyone's sort of focused on the end here. Mr. Happy's also working on horse. Cider Spider is currently still at Sonic Cat.
Okay. All right. Well, then we don't have a visual to go with Daykoth. Thank you for the 26 months. Who wrote, "Please pollinate me."
That's not how it works.
I love your flowery language, Daykoth.
Hey.
I appreciate it. Wes Galber is also streaming if you want to pull that up.
Wes Galber
Is on B with Big Sippin'.
On B.
On B.
Yeah, I
Daddy,
believe.
thanks for the super earlier. How are you feeling about all these dudes and dudettes in their respective rooms? Like what you're seeing of them? Yeah, so far. I'm really looking forward to getting to this. This would be a raid series, right? Because it has savages.
Yes.
I still got to check myself. I still got WoW brain when it comes to endgame.
I love these little paper audience members too. Those are great.
Yeah, raid. You got Alliance raid, and then you have trial series. But in my brain, like trials and single boss fight raids are basically the same thing because you just queue into a single boss. Alliance raid feels more like WoW raiding to me, but then there's like no harder version of that.
Years of mythic, heroic, and all that will do it to you.
Yeah.
I also have my own opinions on what order I would put ultimate, savage, normal, alliance. All those words I might put in a different order.
You have to do all 4 of these to be able to do Ultimate Eden when it comes out. Oh shit, that's cool. That's a cool lock.
Interesting.
I miss the days of like WoW attunement, like because when I was like a newer player and like leveling slowly and hearing people just kind of in-game chat talk about like doing attunement runs and getting your keys. Like I loved that, the way that made the world feel alive.
Interesting. I'd really have to like project myself astrally out of my body to picture it because I loved it in Burning Crusade. I thought getting my key and having to take it to the forge and put it in the fires to get in Karazhan was badass, and it was this whole journey that my whole group of friends had to go on. Would it feel
same.
like busy?
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Would it feel like busy work nowadays? Would I feel differently now with the passage of time?
If anything, I think I would find it even less annoying because we have a ridiculously awesome FC and we could probably put a group together even easier than we did back in the day.
Yeah, it'd be totally different than my guild of 6 people, all of which, struggled to get online at the same time trying to pull it off.
I had zero privilege in Burning Crusade World of Warcraft. Zero. My guild was tiny, and I think we ended up still having to get like 1 pug dude to finish it getting attuned for Kara because I was in a group of folks that had fallen behind our main raid team. So yeah. So and now I think I'd because of the social state that I find myself in, I would probably like it even more. It wouldn't be a huge like barrier to entry. So yeah, I got a lot of nostalgia for that. Yes, gemstones. I'm talking about my streamer privilege right now. Talking about it right now. V Fanatic, what you got to say? Thanks for the 15 months. When is GG's first Savage run, by the way? Probably, I don't know. You want to just toss yourself into Arcadian Savage as our first Savage once we get current? Like, if you got to start somewhere, might as well start with what's current, right?
With what's current. Yeah, I mean, like, I think they'd all be messy in their own special ways. And especially if we also want to like try the ultimate, we're gonna have to, unless we take way too long to get through MSQ. So my that's where my head goes. This is not a declaration. Kyle and I'll probably have some talks between now and that happening. But unironically, a good idea, said Felix. I mean, it's just like what my heart tells me. That's what my heart tells me. A lot of our choices are purely based on the fun of it. Yeah, just like and I'm really enjoying being a part of more current conversation in Final Fantasy XIV as well. So I think jumping into current Savage content would keep that good feel for me at least going. Oh my God, she has bee-bud covers for her hair. Oh, that's cute. Like for like, I'm looking at your feed right now. Yes. So it's a little small on my screen, and we're also dealing with some. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. That's a cute idea. Maximum bee theming with bee bows. When will that be coming out as a gamer headset that you can buy for PC gaming? Instead of cat ears, it's gonna have little bee butts. Right, yeah, we've been focused on the cat ears for far too long. We really need to add some insect representation into there. Yeah. Yeah. The first tier of every expansion Savage is designed knowing it might be people's intro to that level content, says Magaria in chat right now. That's rad. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into this a lot. I'm super into this. Silver, thanks for the super earlier. Glad you guys enjoyed your vacation. I'm finally starting Dawn Trail a month late. Relic grinds or something. Dark Knight needs to absorb Unbroken, the Blackest Night as health. Enjoy the race. Can't wait for Endwalker Extremes. Wait, what? Oh, you want TBN to not have a feel bad if it doesn't break. But is it the gamble that makes it fun? Like, I do, in a way, think it's the gamble. This isn't even a get good thing. Like, I think the gamble of it is part of what makes it fun. I'm not sure I'd be mad if they did that, though. Like, I don't think I'd be mad. Dark Knight needs a rework. I had to rage stop leveling it. I don't know. I still quite enjoy it. I don't like the theming of the new gap closers. Like, really my only thing right now with DK or DRK. Because putting cat ears on any woman makes them objectively hotter, in my opinion, says Orlojo. Well, hey, listen. There's nothing wrong with preference. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with knowing what you like. You. Exactly. Yeah. Dark Knight of Anime. Thanks for the super earlier. Honey Bee Lovely's raid theme is basically a demented cable access show meets idol concert. Okay. So, like the Rick and Morty cable episodes with the American Idol concert. Well, all right. I mean, that's kind of in the vibe of the announcer quality they're going with. So I'm down with that. I mean, I have my own announcer quality that just really wants to mention that you can go to MMOawards.com right now and vote for Grinding Gear for Creator of the Year. Damn. That would be an excellent activity to do while watching this fine content today. Wouldn't it be? It'd be a wonderful thing, too, if we had a graphic that could be popped up. That would be freaking sick. Such mentions. That would be badass. Who would have? Would I have something like that? That's Godzilla -1. I can throw you another rule of thirds. Here, I just threw you a new one. Well, to see, I have to capture you locally on a screen today. So it's, okay. Yeah. So give me a little bit. We don't have anything. We don't have anything like incriminating in recent chat. There's nothing. At MMO Awards. Right here, if I were to go... Oh, yeah, just do a tab. Yeah, if I just open a tab, right, I could do that. You must be logged into vote. Kyle. Okay, I gotta log into vote. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at all these excellent people. Creator of the Year. Oh yeah,
Go right there.
Yeah, there's
Vote
some
for
yeah.
creator of the
Wow,
year.
look at that. Look at
Just
that.
click on just grinding gear. You just want to click on that and say vote.
I'm like drawn to click that one.
You're
that was
running out of
great.
time, by the way. Voting ends this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great choice. I enjoyed clicking that button.
Had you not voted yet?
No, I didn't vote yet.
Oh my God, Kyle. It is literally the only thing you can vote on this year that's important.
I'm busy.
There's nothing else to vote on this year.
I'm busy.
Nothing else. There's nothing else important to vote on this year.
In the
can't
next
think
next
of
2
anything.
days.
You're ruining the joke by saying that.
No, I'm just, it's true. I vote for things all the time. I vote for what's for dinner. I vote for activities. I vote with my wallet.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I vote with my streaming service subscriptions.
Oh, yes. Like,
I just canceled Max and Netflix.
Yeah. Gonna keep Max until I'm done with Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. But man, Sesame
You
Street.
don't own that on like every medium it's ever come out on?
I did, and it was actually stolen by the movers when I was
those
in my
a-holes.
Yeah, I was 19. My parents moved.
What?
And all my Lord of the Rings special editions disappeared.
That is bull.
Yeah, so many
Although,
years ago.
Listen, this is not condoning crime, but at least they were cool criminals.
Yeah, they
criminals of
wanted
taste.
something, of taste. Yeah, I guess so. At least they were connoisseurs.
They could just be stealing your prescription meds,
Sup,
but
fellow nerds?
instead, they just wanted to get their Aragorn on.
Yeah.
Thank you for voting. Thank you so much, Katie. And everyone else has voted so far. I know a lot of folks watching, you've already done it. I know you've already done it. Seriously, thank you. And also a shout out. If you support us on Patreon or you're in our members chat on Discord, you can now register for the IRL Grinding Gear meetup later this year in September. We're doing it for folks that support us first. Please go register because if we end up getting a space for a live show, we're going to need to know how many chairs. So this will give us a good idea of where to start.
It's important.
So yeah, it's going to be very similar to the survey if you filled that out earlier, but now that we have a date locked in, we want to know how many people are actually coming. So go to our Patreon over at supportourbromance.com or just go into the GG members chat and Discord. It is currently pinned. You can go and register to come to our meetup in person. It's going to be in Orlando at the end of September. All the info is there. So go check that out. Thanks for voting Temporal Sounds. Really appreciate it. At least the criminals were cool, Garrett. Damn right, Micah boy. Keep that quote up forever. Keep it up forever. Linco, thanks for the 26 months. Best way to pass time while watching my 4-month-old niece, Gigi, watching World First. Means we'll be seeing you guys on here soon enough, right? Right? Hey, if we get invited, if someone's like, yo, you want to cast this shit? I'd say yes.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, you put in the work, you study up.
Unless it's like absolutely ridiculous, like you can do it, but we're not going to pay you, and you got to like fly somewhere on your own dollar. Then I'd be like, no, but
yeah,
thanks.
I am no longer in my 20s.
Exactly, dude. Right when my brain's
That's
at. I'm like in my 20s, I would have pulled that. I would have done that shit.
Yeah.
But now, no.
I'm inconveniencing my wife, my 3
If
children.
I'm gonna do it for free, I'll do it here on my own stream.
Exactly, on my own stream.
Valea, thanks for the 26 months. Hello back at you. Said, I don't know what else. I'm at work. Enjoy watching the fights. We will. Hey, okay, Mage's on screen. She was very small in my version of this that I was looking at earlier, so I couldn't really tell who the casters were.
Oh, yes. Yep, we are currently zoomed out. You can see there in the corner, Limza hanging out. Is the Aetheryte missing?
Yeah.
Where?
Maybe the racing, not casting. I don't know.
maybe
A lot of folks have been asking us if we'd ever want to cast these things recently, Silent Mike. So that's where my brain goes.
Yeah, racing. There would be many accolades between here and there that would make me want to participate in that level.
No, I don't think racing would be my thing.
Quite there yet.
Let's see. Oh, cool. Getting the Ninths on sale on Kindle for $2.99. Hell yeah. Watershine. That's a good get.
It's
Not sponsored, but I just love that
shopping
book.
in the background for a hot moment.
No, it's in chat right now with an Grinding Gear on it. So I noticed it. noticed it. You know, it pops out when you're at the grinding gear. Now everyone's gonna do it. Chris Majors, thanks for the 25 months. The lore for this raid boss boils down to here's some cool dudes and dudettes and some cool rooms. Have fun. Can we ban Chris Majors for spoilers?
That's the vibe I'm getting, and I like it.
Yeah. We also got re-ups on memberships from Nicholas C. and Akatsuki, both celebrating 26 months with us today, Kyle.
26. Nice.
26 months. That's a long time. That's a long time. Duncan, thanks for the 25 months. All these bee puns are making me hoarse.
Okay, I see how you. I see how you bridge.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Iprix, thanks for the supers. Shaking my head. Spoilers. Now you'll lose another 90% of your audience 3 times now.
Slices of slices, you know. It's madhouse around
Just slices and slices. Yep.
Oh wow, Wes Galber's a very rich man.
Why are there minions in the background?
They do look like they're bees. They're little like paper bees. They're yeah. They're kind of like the little paper pop-ups that happen in Hearthstone. The crowd is made of that. I guess she's casting some sort of the illusion of bee powers.
They're Groobies.
Groobies. Wow. Some of their faces appear to be honeycombs too, so I don't think you can live like that.
Oh, no, I mean, look at your face being a honeycomb.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of experience with that?
Me one honeycomb. Yeah, I was disturbed as a child.
I was never a honeycomb fan.
No, me neither.
Never had it. I was just like, this is kind of a mid-ass cereal.
I like berry kicks. Been thinking about that recently.
Gross. Ugh.
I like berry kicks.
That's like the one thing. I timed out in game. It happened.
It happens.
It happened. Yeah. I done did it, Kyle. I didn't wiggle.
Oh no, Cider Spider. Oh no, how you've been going for 9 hours, champ. 9 hours.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that is. Looks like the party may have fallen apart if we're, making assumptions having walked in on this distressed moment.
What a absolutely phenomenal way to decide to do your Final Fantasy 14 Savage content. Just be like, gonna pug it. Like, what a champion. That is great.
We now know some of the lore here watching Mr. Happy on Bard. So Mr. Happy, not so happy at the moment, perhaps forced to play the physical ranged.
Oh. After he visited us on our podcast.
Yeah, did they make a declaration? Yeah. I don't think he said, Stormblood? He was like, I'm monking nothing else and no one can stop me, but it looks like he's being a team player this expansion, so good for him. But I think you could streamer privilege that. You could just declare.
Yeah, I do remember him saying he liked Bard. But he also still described it as, feeling like
he has to play. Yeah, exactly.
Kind of had to do that role.
Oh, yeah. I like tanking in MOBAs, but feeling like I had to do it was a very different vibe.
Dean Online, thanks for the 15 months. Don't watch Savages, you'll get spoiled. I'm going to just pretend I didn't see the /S and be like, oh my God, keep your opinions to yourself. Oh my God.
Wait, Mr. Happy's rating with nothing but streamers. They all have stream. Oh, so it cancels out. It's just... Whoever has the most streamer privilege. You got to go based on views at that point.
Can't stream privilege if everyone is a streamer. I mean, then you have the privilege of having a bunch of streamer friends.
That is true.
It can't all be streamers if you're not a streamer.
As long as you all have good mute etiquette, it's perfectly fine. It's a
self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a clout fight. Oh, my God. Kura, thanks for the 16 months. I like how since his introduction is in a Stormblood boss Fate, Ixion has appeared in some capacity in every raid. Also, what's Valentuna's entrance theme? I never knew that about Ixion. So if I'm coming, like I'm playing WrestleMania 2000 on the N64, and I'm doing a custom wrestler, and I can pick my intro theme.
So it has to be like Jock Jams kind of energy? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if you think about it, like wrestling, it is like it's all over the place depending on your theme. But like usually it's some sort of rock music. You know, so you go with your metal or your your butt rock or you know, that kind of shit. I'd probably Tuna, kind of edgy but fun. Love. I'd probably just rip off Ruby Soho from AEW and have Rancid be my intro music. What Rancid song? Probably Maxwell Murder. Yeah, I'd go with Tuna's intro theme would be Maxwell Murder by Rancid. That would be it. That's what we'd go with. That's canon. Kyle's clicking.
I am.
Curiously.
So for that sort of everyone knows it vibe, I would go with Counting Stars by One Republic.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like soft grocery rock.
Probably, yeah. But that's the idea, right? Much like Gravedigger, you know, he's made of graves and has a skull on the side, you know, comes out bad to the bone and stuff like that. So it's something everyone would know it, but you know.
Oh my God, this song! Yeah, I'd buy a Hot Pocket while listening to that.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got the Astrologian vibe going on, so you know it'd work. If I did something more memey, it would be whatever that song is. Palpatine spins infinitely through space to.
That's it. That's what you go with. That's Val's intro music.
What is that song though? Shooting Stars. Yes. Shooting Stars.
Is the song actually called Shooting Stars?
The Bag Raiders, Shooting Stars. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, damn. That's great. That's freaking great. Liminal right now. Love you guys seeing Savage content while it's relevant. This stuff is why I keep coming back to 14 after MSQ. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the end game of 14 is really good in my extremely biased opinion. I really like it. We pretended we were in endgame every expansion through the MSQ.
That is true.
It was a good time. I mean, we only went after extremes. We didn't really dip a toe into Savage, short of getting one shot by the Titan car.
I believe that's the only one. Yeah.
But and that was really just for the memes to see how hard it hit. And the answer is very. But yeah, this game's got killer end game, and it was nowhere on my radar when folks were trying to get me to play this game. I've said it before, and I will say it again. More folks need to sell Final Fantasy 14 on the merits of its end game, because I think there's a lot of MMO players there where that's what they're looking for. You got a good end game here, Final Fantasy. You got a good end game. Arwojo, thanks for super. Kyle's Astro theme should be All Star by Smash Mouth. That would be a good one too.
See, there's plenty of star songs. We're set.
Only shooting stars. Somebody once to ask, and I spare some redemption and I get myself away from this place.
We all liked it enough at the time.
Yeah, I can get down with some Smash.
A little Shrek adjacent.
I can get down. I feel like Shrek is, for me, what like maybe not want to hear Smash Mouth ever again.
That was Counting Crows for me. That was.
I've never liked Counting Crows. I've always found them extremely annoying. And
I will hate most insert songs like that, whether it's Shrek or Mario, but I'm just a sucker for I Need a Hero. Mario, Shrek, I'm okay with that. Okay.
Counting Crows was the proto Black Eyed Peas for music acts that I just immediately never wanted to hear again. So, yeah. Like you know what's tired? Hating Nickelback. you know what's wired? Hating the Black Eyed Peas. They are awful. They're just the worst.
Is that wired?
Tired : and then whatever the take is, and then wired :
is wired
the take
good?
You think people should have? Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay.
You need to Twitter more.
I'm good.
Twitter more.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that shit.
Shrek nearly ruined Hallelujah for you. It wasn't the sex scene in the in the freaking Watchmen movie. That didn't almost ruin Hallelujah for me.
What was even happening in Hallelujah and Shrek?
Because I'll tell you right now, I love Zack Snyder's Watchmen, but that sex scene is beyond the pale.
Oh yeah, that's where it was Shrek when he's walking around sad because he left Fiona so she could marry Lord Farquaad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that warrants Hallelujah. That feels a little out of place. The stakes were not high enough.
Yeah. Thanks, Lord Abyss. Appreciate the super. Morning back at you. We've been definitely enjoying the designs we've been seeing so far. One in particular, which appears to be a Savage-specific transformation.
Yeah.
Also, my custom character, No Mercy, was No Chance. I don't remember that song. I don't remember that one. Shrek made I Need a Hero.
Well, it was sung by the fairy godmother, so it was a different vibe. It was, it worked for me. I loved it. Though, Take on Me in Mario movie, that's just weird, and I don't know why that's happening.
Oh, that's the McMahon theme. I didn't grow up watching wrestling. I just played WrestleMania and pretty much only did custom characters against my cousin. So, yeah, I'm not in the know about that. Someone needs to make a Final Fantasy 14 Warrior of Light AMV for I Need a Hero. Yeah, that'd be fair. I think you could totally do an Endwalker AMV to I Need a Hero. Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
Fidgel Supered, Kura follow-up, Valentuna's wrestling names. Oh, jeez.
That one scene from Final Fantasy. Oh, it's 16. Oh, okay, but with I Need a Hero. Shame.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So someone thought it was for Final Fantasy. Now I'm just curious what scene they thought was. Oh, it's Accept the Truth. That's cute, I guess. Here we go. Wait, I found one. I Need a Hero.
I feel like because you're really tall, I'd go with Gaunt the Gargantuan. Would be your wrestling name for Val Gaunt. The taunting tuna.
I'd want to go with like more of a fortune teller vibe, like the cards never lie, and you're going down. It's fated sort of energy.
Okay.
If I got to choose.
Okay, all right. Tuna No Mercy. God damn it, that's great doing crimes, Johnson. Tuna No Holds Barred. Oh my God. Tuna No Prisoners.
Damn, they got destroyed by this bee thing.
Absolutely wrecked.
Yeah.
That looks like something I'd die to.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
500%.
That absolutely looks like something I would get destroyed
This
by.
is a wrestling match. Are they allowed to bring in minions, ads, mechanics that are people? Is that allowed? I guess they've enchanted the whole room, so.
Tuna No Trust. God damn, these are great.
I mean, is this essentially like what's it in Jujutsu Kaisen? A zone, a stand? How did she enchant the crowd? What is, so who's in the lead right now? Kryl is in the lead. I assume we're watching Kryl because I see Japanese on the screen. Is there there's some suspicious cover up happening down here, which could be hiding information of a dastardly quality. But we'll have to see. Probably the stream view wouldn't be showing that.
Gotcha. Lukey wants us to choose who took their character costume and attack theming farther, Honeybee Lovely or the Monarch from Venture Brothers. I'm gonna go with Honeybee Lovely because there's some stuff on there that is more than just a skin tight suit.
Yeah, in terms of personal augmentation, it does seem like Honeybee has taken it a bit further.
I need to finish that. The Monarch is like one of my favorite characters of all time, and I still haven't finished the Venture Bros.
Did it stop? Is it over? They kept making them a few years ago.
I think they ran out of seasons, I think is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't get a chance to make more. With the vibe I got. All I've been thinking about lately is Metalocalypse after the damn French opening ceremony for the Olympics with Gojira playing in front of the castle. Did you see that?
No. I didn't.
You need to go and watch that immediately following the stream.
Wait,
because
so
it is
it's
the
not
most
a
metal thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's not a meme. It was actually metal.
It is a real thing. Gojira is a real band. They're pretty freaking great, by the way, and they got to be a part of the opening ceremony for the Olympics. And it opens like super zoomed in on a single window, and it has a Marie Antoinette holding her own head singing, and then it snap zooms to a wide shot, and it's this massive freaking castle, and Gojira are standing outside on these like ramparts playing live while fire shoots up past all of these beheaded Marie Antoinettes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Damn.
It's so good. It is the most I've ever given a shit about the Olympics.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, Kristen's been keeping me abreast of the normie conversations, where people like weigh in on a sport they have no idea what they're talking about, but they're in it for the juicy gossip.
Uh-huh.
So I know those bits, but otherwise I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. They do like the whole song. It is quite a long bit, and it's very much worth watching. But don't watch on stream because we'll immediately get like a takedown notice.
No, I figured the Olympics it's being advertised on the radio, as in the radio in my car. So there's
Also,
no way I'm putting it on TV.
It's a band playing a copyrighted song.
But it's like Major League Baseball. Like the Olympics is owned cash money. There's no way I'm putting ABC on my stream at all visually.
Yeah. Sashimi, thanks for the 26 months. Yay, it's World First Day. Also, emotional support Canadians are on stand for things that may need to be voted on later this year. Thank you. If you need one like a Loparit, one will be assigned to you.
Canadian?
Yes, a Canadian.
Perfect.
An emotional support Canadian will be assigned to you.
Excellent.
It'll be great.
A glorious future awaits us.
Max, what's up? Thanks for the 26. There's an intense amount of simping for the bosses this tier. That's the vibe I've been getting.
Except for tier 3, boss 3, which was blown past, disrespected, and never spoke of again.
Someone's got to be the least favorite Kyle. Someone has to do it. Doing Crimes Johnson, 16 months, said there's a lot of buzz around Honeybee Lovely, and yeah, she's sweet, but Wicked Thunder has been champing at the bit.
Horse puns, okay.
And honey puns in the same beautiful sentence. It's great. It's great.
Did someone custom make them, or is there actually like Borderlands level introductions for these bosses? Because I haven't seen any video, but I've seen images. Yeah, I saw an image on Twitter fly by of Boss 3 with like haha, like Suicide Squad kind of did, or any of these sort of movies of that time period. Those are in game. That's badass.
Okay,
that's great. They have intros. Oh my god, amazing.
Huh. That's interesting.
I look forward to seeing that. I love that shit. I loved it in Warlords of Draenor. I love bosses getting names visually, communicates, locks in. If we could do that in like most medias, like I'm not even like, it doesn't have to pause. It doesn't have to do the whole production, but someone new walks out. I'm Tyrion Lancaster, and just like, and it's like, and like, three times in different accents, says the name over and over again just for retention. That's useful to somebody, mainly me.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned 2 video games that I just do not care for. Warlords of Draenor and Borderlands.
I mentioned Game of Thrones there.
That also sucks.
Okay. It's had to have been done in something good, and I believe Rise of the Beasts also did it, and that was not good at all.
No, yeah. Can you give me a good example
good
of that being done?
that have done the...
Did you say Tyrion Lancaster? Is that what you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy, yeah. You clearly do need this as help.
Exactly. That's my point.
I got through all season 1, having to remind myself his last name wasn't Fordring.
Yeah, Fordring.
Oh, dude, look at these lasers charging up.
See, that should be illegal in the fight. It looks like something you have to direct away.
Yep, you make a safety center.
Smash
Make your own
Bros.
safety
Smash
center.
Bros did it.
Ah, there you go. Well, that's great because that's a great video game that does that. So
There we
you
go.
All right, cool,
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you for
All
helping
right,
me out,
thank
Time
you.
Chaser. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you. All right. Here we go. I feel like there's other movies I've seen that do it, but I can't think of one right now. They should do that in like every Fast and the Furious movie. Just like Schwink Dom loves family.
Yes, please. You got to have a title under there, just like Warlords of Draenor. And
Loves family.
Yeah.
Mopar or no car.
or maybe, yeah, a little quote in the, just like full on character sheet. Just roll it across the screen. Give me their strength, their dex, their con. I just want information overload anytime anyone walks in the room.
Swing Letty. The amnesia and leather pants.
I saw a cat
Metal
on
Gear
stream.
Solid does it. I didn't really grow up with Metal Gear. Saw a cat on stream.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was just playing, but a cat walked by. They died, so we'll blame the cat.
Bottom left. Look how skinny the arena has become.
Yeah. Oh no, we didn't want to look at that.
Yeah, no, not what they wanted to look at. Oh, now they want to be right back.
Let's go. We'll be right back. Narlock has a cat. So Echo, Echo owns a cat. Someone in Echo owns a cat, and that is the focus of my attention at the moment.
All right, Kyle, you freeze frame and you zoom in on Final Fantasy 14 characters. What goes below? You know, like swing Emmett Selk, catty bitch.
Oh, I mean, I guess if you're going, with the Borderlands energy, right, for the zoom in. JoJo stat sheets. Oh, yes. Because those are nebulous enough that that's the best thing about those stat sheets is they really don't matter, but you do go, oh, that's interesting. I've now informed. Whereas actual numbers make you think that you've learned something and you should hold them accountable.
Sam Bright says with Hades, it's just Hades. He casts the side titles and pretense. that's a deep cut
Just
joke that I
Hades,
appreciate.
quote. Yes.
Yeah,
it's
you get
perfect.
You get some respect from me there. Emmett, Grumpy Ancient doesn't consider you alive. He who remembered. That's great. Oh my God. Hythlodeus, absolute bro.
Absolutely.
Potentially a construct. Depending on when you're talking to him.
Yeah, well, yeah, it all depends on when it's going down.
Gavgano, Thancred, this is. Katie, thanks for re-upping. Salamir, what's up? So now you've seen these dudes and dudettes in a room. What's your ranking on their designs? I'm gonna go with Tentacle Cyber Cat Lady as my favorite so far.
Just look how many
Horse Lady in a close second.
Look at how many accolades they got just right there.
Yeah,
We obviously haven't seen any of the first boss. I mean, we can see if Cider Spider has. Oh, Cider Spider's back at it. They got a group again. So let's watch this a little bit.
that looks like Sonya's wrestling skin from Heroes of the Storm. I believe she had like a fur. Would you call that a bola, or is that a? What? That's more like a collar.
I mean, it's very wrestler. I mean, to me, it immediately makes me think of these images are always so big. Sonic, Sonic from Sonic Unleashed, where he was a werewolf for some reason.
Why would you ever remember that game?
Well, because there's a part of me that still hopes the Sonic game will be cool. Again,
They made some decent side scrollers.
well, I'm not talking about like Sonic Mania and good shit. I'm talking about like,
I'm ignoring the new good games they've made.
I'm talking about like 3D Sonic and in hopes that someday it would, be okay. It was never good. I played it all.
I heard Frontiers was good. I looked at it and looked like a game I would very much not like. But my brother, who is a Sonic fan, loved it. So I will say that about Frontiers. I don't think I'm the audience for Frontiers. So, yeah. Is it singular? Is it just Frontiers? Shows you how much I have kept up on that. Dude, this first arena looks great. I was almost told you, could you pitch your camera up? And I remembered. Oh, yeah.
We are all guilty of grabbing gameplay on streams to see if we can rotate
100%. Every time I was watching Heroes Esports. Every time.
And with any luck in the future, we'll have that capability. I'm a little sad we don't have it right now, but I get the bit rate would probably be insane.
It Imarashi wants to know, what's your signature moves? Kyle doesn't possess that much wrestling knowledge.
But you just come up with a name, right?
I don't need... make things up.
Yeah, right? Do I really need special knowledge?
Well, I was thinking of very much of like making a custom wrestler in a game, and usually you pull from the pool of all of the pre-existing wrestlers.
Oh, I see.
So like I would usually go for like the Stone Cold Stunner back on WrestleMania 2000. It was one of my favorites.
Wouldn't we choose an ability name and then choose how it's executed in a wrestling fashion?
Kyle. Kyle. Okay. Pulling up a move list because I just think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I think my slam would be Stellar Detonation.
Oh, you got to come up with something for Blood Weapon. That has to be Tuna's signature move.
I mean, there are those
right?
like matches where they cut their eyebrows and get out barbed wire and get
That's
weird.
Been happening a lot in AEW.
Yeah.
It's been bloody. The tacks really bothered me every time they do tacks in AEW.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, and they're just like shirtless.
That's just yeah, that's unpleasant.
Yeah. And you know they're they're ripped to hell and back, so their skin looks really taut. And you just think about like something about. God, I hate
everyone
it.
needs steaks, but
I do not care for it. Not a fan. Tacks bother me more than seeing Darby Allin actually rip his back open on safety glass that did not live up to its name.
In with the... Oh, my mouse is on your face. I want to get rid of that.
Tuna the plunger. Oh, my God.
The plunger.
Oh, plunge. Plunge would just be... Yeah, I'd have to come up with some kind of cool way to jump off the top rope. That would be... You got to hit him with the plunge. Oh! And just, yeah, it'd be great. It would suck when it got reversed. That'd be terrible. Oh yeah, it'd have to be the plunge, but like the plunge. Yeah. Have you seen matches where they throw Legos instead of tacks? No, I have not, but that's hilarious.
I mean, really, just shaking a bag of Duplos is damage enough.
Yeah,
they're the loudest things.
Just mash the names together. Missionary plunge. Oh God, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. The chokehold called the Blackest Night.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It is good. I like that quite a bit. That's great.
Can't really get behind this UI that I'm seeing right here. Just stacking it on top of your character. I guess eventually you just know where you're standing.
I like that as I don't like healing, but when I do heal, that's kind of what I like my UI to look like.
Man, yeah.
I would want the bottom stuff closer to the bottom, but that is where I like my party frame when I'm healing, which is very rare.
They've been focusing on in the Echo stream Suki a lot today, and they are Astrologian, and they don't do the healer close to the center thing. And they also have their cards in a bizarre spot, in my opinion.
I love this UI, and I've been thinking about going to something a little more like this, where my abilities are closer to my character and health and whatnot. Like, just move it away. Unless I'm dead, I don't really care.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. They are a grenade list. Do we have any grenade streams today? Any mouse? This might be a mouse. We got a sideway. No, those are E's and stuff. Mr. Happy on the E's. Where?
I mean, you can see Cider playing with mouse and keyboard right there.
That looks like I thought both our mouses are purple. So hey, we've got that going. No, his buttons are all behind him. Look at all his buttons are on the right side of his screen.
So he might be a grenade player.
Could be. This is like that great, never practice alone energy, Like you might need a shower consultation in your 20s.
Zico said never played a wrestling game, but the first UFC game, my guy came out to the Giga Chad music. Can you feel my heart by Bring Me the Horizon? I never got into Bring Me the Horizon, but I know they are quite popular.
I just think of Pirates of the Caribbean, but I believe he says now show me that horizon.
That is correct. Or no, I think he said now Bring Me the Horizon.
Objectively unsettling. I mean, it does keep. Well, actually, honestly, I think this is probably so he can capture, because this would keep his entire lower area clear. And if he captures in a higher resolution, he could zoom in on his business and have a lot of real estate.
You're being kind. I agree with the unsettling, Sarah. This sends me. But there's no wrong way. I mean, if you're clearing content, that's all that matters.
Yeah, big Reese's energy.
And I've seen the achievements that Cider Spider has achieved, so I'm not going to question.
Clearly, they are capable.
Zoom in on his business.
I wonder if Wes Galber actually uses a nearby controller to press their limit break.
Oh yeah, because that's a controller UI right there.
Yeah, right there, hanging out the crossbar, so they could reach on over and just like slam the PS5 controller.
Just so thanks for Super. Still on board for some random dudes doing an event prior to the actual Olympic athletes, just to let folks get an idea of how good they are. That is an old viral, I believe, Facebook post that I'm very on board with.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And that guy from Beyond thinks it's super. Sonic Frontiers reception is mixed, but I loved it as a good new direction for 3D Sonic. Best bosses in a long time. Sick.
Nice.
Sounds like it's more or less what my bro had to say about it. He really enjoyed it. And much like me and my hyperfixations, he just kept wanting to talk to me about it. And I was just like, dude, I can't. I'm sorry. I have nowhere to take this conversation.
Yeah, well, sometimes even, like Kristen will just take turns, okay, you talk about the Elden Ring thing I didn't get to see you do. I'll talk about Final Fantasy 14 and we'll just agree that we're really happy for each other. And hobbies are great. And when we're older, this is going to be very healthy for us. We got to make sure we don't lose ourselves.
Oh man, about once a month, I'm just like, Katie, I just need you. I just need you to play because it's just such a massive.
You gotta go off on it a little bit.
It just takes such a big part of my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. One day. I know she would struggle with the pacing. I 100% know she would struggle with the pacing.
I mean, depending on your free time and what you're looking to get out of it. Yeah, absolutely. Also, she's at a computer all day from work, so that's a thing too. I know when I was doing anything even adjacent to spreadsheets, I had very little interest in MMO in my evening time.
Yeah. When I'm sitting at a keyboard all day, I want to go to the MMOawards.com and vote for Grinding Gear for Creator of the Year.
Wouldn't that be a thing? It's a shame I can't show it anymore because I voted for it. Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go to MMOawards.com and vote for Grinding Gear for Creator of the Year. That's what I want to do.
Right here, there would be, if I hadn't have voted, there'd be an option right there.
Yeah, that's what I want to do when I sit at a keyboard all day.
What do we? Oh! A lot of people that died. 2 people died during that particular push action.
Being knocked over to another platform will never not be cool.
I agree. It's a good use of the space.
So cool. Oh, this boss design is just... Oh, I love it.
So here's the bees that have been conquering West Galber today. Looks like
the bees. Not the bees. Bees. I need to go see Long Legs.
Long Legs?
It's a new psychological horror starring Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
That got rave reviews.
He's been getting a lot of good reviews then recently.
Many calling it the new Silence of the Lambs.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. High praise. I've been told also by friends who like more traditional horror to not think of it like a horror movie and think of it more like something like Silence of the Lambs.
We're at 30% for Echo. Do we have anything closer? What percent are we at? Where am I even looking? Where is your percent? Where is your percent? Who am I? Okay. 48. Okay, so they're on a different pool, so there's no way, of course, that these would be lined up exactly. So let's go back to Echo here as they're going. And we'll watch the end of this pool, and then maybe we'll pop open some patch notes on the side while keeping an eye on things.
I'd be into that.
Wicked Thunder.
So Cat Lady is final boss?
Yes, that'd be number 4 in the wing.
Mecha Catzilla?
Mecha Catzilla. I mean, they're getting to 25% here.
That's my understanding, Leah.
Apparently Serenity. Oh, so Serenity's in 3 of 4 there. Yeah, so this system's a little hard to keep track of, but I kind of see how it's laid out.
So watch this, because it seems like the back circles are... Oh, is it because of where they're landing?
It seems they're a timer. Well, some of them, that's a spin.
So some are like lane attacks and others are the radial AoEs.
Plus signs and donuts.
Plus signs. Yes, there you go, Kyle. That was my favorite ska band in high school.
Plus signs and donuts.
Yeah.
Great morning coffee.
I still don't mind Dunkin'. I know a lot of people are like, they were better before. And I'm like, it must have been before I drank coffee because it's tasted the same forever.
Yeah, I've never worked. We know one of the casters here, but who else is on the couch? Also, would Echo be picking up Experience World of Warcraft coverage for their event, or is the style that much more defined?
Jeeth?
Oh, old Echo Healer.
Old Echo Healer. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The horse ads that have guns do.
Oh, you have to rotate
attacks.
them. Yeah. And there's a slam.
And this one's even different. So that was a slam attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a Shinryu situation where you got to watch the arms.
Yeah.
And then you also have these laser beams. Oh no!
Shit.
One
It
survived.
looked like it was going pretty well so far, too.
7%. Wait, no, a limit break. Limit break.
Yeah. Yeah, they're back in this.
The Astrologian survived.
You've been there. You've been that person. You've been that Astro before.
It's a beautiful moment.
Not in a Savage, but the scramble.
Able to see further. Is there another mechanic? Slice.
All right.
Slice.
So now they're just trying to survive
with a little LB1 to try to live.
to see if they could get just a few little hints of what's coming up next.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is again.
Middle of the screen stab there. Damn. Do you think that was the enrage the big middle of the ground stab like that? 7% is what I saw.
Oh, if it was that close, then probably, yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, I guess if you had a limit break and all that. Yeah. Yeah, because what we got when we did Heidel in there, we had a 13% enrage. So as you clean up, a lot of DPS will come through and end up fixing that up. Can dodge that. Maybe a prelude to it. All right. Well, they've reset. Let me get some. Let's get some patch notes and see a little what happened in the background today too. Under the hood, as it were.
Boss design is very cool. You say horse, I say zebra.
I mean, it's that lightning pony mount thing that's around. Clearly some sort of reference.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sort of creature of the Final Fantasy lore. All right, those are gonna go right there, and let's see if maybe those can comfortably live about there, and we'll enhance them as need be.
I will try and keep an eye on Blowfog's kind of shortened version as well on another screen. I know Discord is not behaving for you, so you're not going to be able to have both up at the same time.
No, not today. So yeah, if you want to, I'll try to navigate our major notes on screen.
Yeah. So Blowfog in our Discord, if you want to follow along in the Grinding Gear Discord, posted kind of a summary under questions and guides, and kind of the macro view of things wrote that the affected jobs fall into 3 buckets: general changes, potency buffs, or specific changes. Looks like Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, Dragoon, and Viper fall into the general changes. Potency buffs is the vast majority of jobs. And then Samurai, Viper, Black Mage, Red Mage, and Astro got specific changes.
Okay, so I got it on screen here in the patch notes as they are. So I'll just say the name of the job, what we're looking at on screen, and you can tell me the shortened Blue Jay version.
Okay.
Paladin.
Under potency buffs, quite a few things got a potency buff. I'm not going to read them all off.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, it just looks like
damage
potency.
up on a ton of stuff.
Yep.
Is how I would describe that. And that's really kind of it. And we should also probably read this note about general changes from Blowfog or just Blue Jay in chat.
Bring it.
Jobs with movement abilities added or changed in 7.0 now have less lag between pressing the button and actually moving. So that's nice.
Oh, huh.
And then a major reason for the large amount of potency buffs this patch are to bring jobs in line with the crazy amounts of damage Picto is currently putting out. That feels good. I usually prefer damage to go up than to bring other damage down because it's just kind of generally a better feeling thing. Delay reduction feels very nice. I would imagine. Wasn't really noticing it on Dark Knight, but we haven't done a ton of combat content post Dawn Trail, so I don't have a ton of hours using the new gap closer under my belt.
Wow, so they have resolved issues, bugs for Pictomancer stuff they were fixing, but no Pictomancer balance at all.
Well, if they brought up this many potencies, then because it's Paladin, Dark Knight, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai, Reaper, Viper, Machinist, Dancer, Black Mage, Summoner, Red Mage, and White Mage all receive some sort of potency buff. Everyone here getting more than one ability potency buff, the exception being White Mage. It was just a Dia. I don't know how to pronounce White Mage abilities.
I think that's, commendable. Because you just said words that I've heard before. Oh, it's better to buff everybody rather than nerf the one thing. Because it feels good, but to actually have it 100% happen where nothing touched Pictomancer at all is a rarity, even when we use that phrase.
Yeah. Chat's pointing out that Bard did not get anything. Thatcher believes Bard was already doing perfectly fine.
Okay.
So. Okay. Cool. This is something we talked about in Here's the Storm a lot, that buffs felt good and nerfs felt bad.
Yes. And as always, I guess MOBAs would be a better tell than something like World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft, if your class was destroyed by nerfs, you had to go get a whole new character.
My class was destroyed by Ghostcrawler.
I didn't know it was a personal vendetta.
He was not kind to paladins.
Oh, that was the meme. I forgot about that meme.
Ghostcrawler had a personal vendetta against paladins.
Mine was, I guess, just everyone was over fascinated with Shadow Priest, and they didn't even like designing normal priests anymore. Whoever responsible for that, I blame thee.
Normal, you mean holy, because Disc used to just be a joke, and it got real awesome.
Yeah, holy.
Over the course of WoW's existence.
All right, so Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. It's what I'm seeing here is just potency buffs. I'm not seeing any other mention of Dark Knight.
No, just potency.
At least in, yeah. Is there anything else in the official notes if you do a Control F for Dark Knight?
Shadow Stride, the time between action activating character movement has been reduced. So you got one of those.
Well, that's the movement ability.
Pressing the button makes you go faster things.
Yeah. So other than that, it's just a potency buff.
Cool. Damage buff. Nice.
Which I'm totally fine with. You know, I'm okay with that. I'm not really mad about where Dark Knight is chilling right now. Dark Knight of Anime coming in right now, swinging with the continuing theme of Dark Knight fixes seems to be trying to stabilize it. So I'm forced to believe they don't have a solution to the main issues. Okay, can anyone concisely at Grinding Gear in chat right now? Please type at Grinding Gear. Maybe you should do it, Dark Knight of Anime, or just DM me. I think you can DM me on Discord. It's totally fine. Can you concisely inform me why everyone seems to have issues with Dark Knight? Bad sustain?
What does
as
that
in
mean?
Damage? Because when I hear sustain, I think damage. Self-sustain makes me think healing, survivability issues. Okay. Gotcha. Other tanks are better in every way. That's a bummer to hear.
So when we say sustain on a tank, we're acknowledging that there are peaks and valleys, but the valleys are too low and long between peaks of damage. Because you would have abilities that go off. It's just
also swap the tab to Mog Talk to facilitate a chat request because there's a poll that's looking like it's going somewhere.
I think the pool that looked like it was going somewhere just died.
Oh no!
Judging by the
health bars appear to be pretty healthy.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, whatever happened, I apologize. I missed it.
They running an extra life thing?
Oh yeah, over this whole thing.
What's their link?
Let's see. Temporary world.
Anyone got a link to the Mog Talk Extra Life?
I could jump in their chat and just type their command.
I think I found it. Is the current total 10,361 out of 20,000?
It is currently 14.
Oh.
So gone up quite a bit.
Maybe I found the wrong one, or there's a massive lag on the Extra Life official landing page. They always do a charity for World First Race and Echo, now partnering with them. That's dope. Never switch to look at a good poll. They will wipe because of you. Thank you, Casual Quark.
Damn it. I see their incentives. I see their Extra Life.
I'm fairly certain I have the right one.
Okay.
But I want to be absolutely sure. I find it strange that the total does not match.
I'm typing. I'm going to participate in their chat.
Thank you.
On my ancient Twitch account. All right, here we go. I got it.
I mean, there's some links right there in their live chat right now from Stream Elements.
Well, that'd be me because I typed it. it.
Well, click it, grab the link, and let's start.
I'm doing it. There we go.
Hell yeah. And yeah, that's what I found. Yeah, it's Extra Life itself is, I guess, on a bit of a delay.
I'm responsible for that.
Yeah, go support that. That's a good cause. We're big Extra Life fans here at Grinding Gear.
I do lurk. I'm 100% a lurker.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to lurkers. Don't say anything. Don't make yourself known. Yeah. Stay comfortable.
Exactly.
Just know we appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
This appreciation does not require validation.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone's not looking like anyone's going to clear anytime soon. Let's get back to the patch notes.
Okay. We were on Dark Knight there. Let me see if I got an answer to kind of my version of the question there. Used to have 5 charges of blood weapon, now 3. Burst is less busy than Endwalker. So healing, job identity is weak. So overall, many, many feelings as to why Dark Knight needs to be addressed. And it sounds like in general, They just want to be as good as the other tanks. And it looks like Gunbreaker's pretty good because all they got was a single trajectory change of that character movement.
Thank you, Jean, for the super. Yeah, I'm coming from other games. It's not usually what I think of as sustain. We like in a MOBA, we would usually refer to that as like an auto attack.
Yeah,
hero.
like consistent throughput, what your baseline DPS should be.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why I'm getting mixed messages. But if self-sustain is all I needed to hear. But thank you for the clarification.
And that would mean everyone else can do more DPS because we don't have to heal you so much. So not being able to self-sustain would be
You're less taxing on the team overall. Yeah.
Monk changes. I see.
Let's see.
Potency buffs.
A monk fell under potency buff, so really nothing worth mentioning there. Oh, wait, hold on. There is a note here from Blue Jay that says, note, the patch notes currently erroneously list these moves as True Strike, Snap Punch, and Twin Snakes. When in reality, it's Phantom Rush, Wind's Reply, and Fire's Reply. The ability names are wrong.
Oh, weird.
Okay, interesting. Did they fix it? Go Control F Monk. It is so low fidelity when I'm looking at under screen.
I got True Strike, Snap Punch, and Twin Snakes on mine. Granted, I opened this window at the beginning of the stream.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so maybe they did. Maybe they got updated.
I'll give it a refresh here. No change.
It's wrong in French too. Thank you for informing us, Called.
Wouldn't be the first time patch notes in any game have had errors in them.
I'm going to do this instead because we can skip potency buffs, I feel like.
Okay.
Take a look at what they do to Gunbreaker. Why is Gunbreaker up here? Is it in general changes? Is that just because they also had a movement ability?
Yeah, all they got was a movement.
Okay, I'm
the
assuming
same buff thing. Hold.
Yeah, you just froze on my end. You doing okay?
Yep, I'm good. Are you good?
Yep.
Okay. Just Discord things.
I'm assuming Dragoon and Viper are also probably in general changes because of movement abilities.
To an extent. Dragoon also appears to be of the same vein. Ninja of the same vein. Any comments on those from Blue Jay?
Ninja, nope. What was the other one?
Dragoon.
Nope. Potency buffs.
Samurai.
Viper is under specific changes, so that's going to get a little more. So Samurai's the first step in the specific changes.
Yeah, Samurai's big.
There's a lot here, and it involves Samurai abilities, to which I am ignorant.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Yeah. Upon learning Tsubami Geishi, Sticker Spender Repeater, which is now learned 2 levels sooner, using any Aya Jutsu Sticker Spender besides Higenbana dot will grant. Thank you for the parentheticals, Blue Jay. You're really doing the Lord's work here.
You're doing great.
Will grant Tsubami Geishi ready. You will now be doing double sticker damage or double sticker spenders all the time instead of just during Maikyo Shisui.
Yeah.
Custom combo 1 minute cooldown.
Okay.
Because of this, many damage skills have been nerfed, but overall Sam's DPS has been increased.
Nice. That all sounded good.
I'm trying.
You did great, man. The things you said were understandable enough that it all sounded good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Reaper is.
Oh, there's a couple more notes here, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if your ears are bleeding, I apologize. The bleeding will continue for a few more moments. Due to the above change, Maikyo Shisui custom combo 1 minute cooldown no longer grants the Tsubame Geishi ready. Geishi? Does that mean anything to you, Mr. Samurai, that hasn't played Samurai in a while?
Keep going.
That was the next note. That's the full stop on the next note.
Okay, excellent.
And then Tenjutsu, the upgraded version of Third Eye. Oh my God. Sam's defensive cooldown now grants a heal over time instead of a single heal after its timer ends. Its healing potency has been changed to reflect this.
Okay.
That's the end of the samurai notes.
Cool.
Gotcha. All right. The other big changes next in line would be Viper.
Oh yeah, Viper's big. That whole we're not planning to change much.
Ooh. Yeah, so the dev team will not be going forward with the plan changes to positional requirements at this time. So there's one for you.
Oh.
Which I know makes a lot of people happy. Instead, the Noxious Nash debuff, which granted increased damage from the user, has been removed. Damage potencies have been buffed to reflect this. That's a massive change. That's one less thing you need to worry about. That's a big simplification.
Yeah, I can see why that would be the easier design solution. But that's still a pretty decent change.
I'm probably with you there, Pi. I mean, I'm just now starting to play enough Melee to like have to worry about positionals readily, and my gut reaction is I do not care for positionals. But I think it's also important to remember that there are lots of people who do like positionals, and it is definitely a personal taste thing.
I mean, they're also off in like the fight we're watching right now. So it's a weird conversation to have.
But there's plenty of fights where they're not off.
Absolutely. And if I was ever in a dungeon and we were pulling trash and someone's like, oh, the samurai isn't doing his positionals, I might lose my shit. Because like, there's a time and a place. But also, like, the weird thing about it is maybe 50% of bosses, it doesn't actually matter. And sometimes it's not just that they're big torso fights, like what we're watching right now. The fight in the poison flipped off its own head fight. That didn't have positionals because there's too much poison on the ground, so they can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I don't know if that is a selling point for me though, because then if I'm learning and I'm trying to get good, if I'm not worrying about it constantly, I'm learning slower. Like, how would you do a positional like this? Well, you straight up can't, and it would limit design. But to me, I kind of take that in the direction of that's more fuel to the why even bother having them fire.
Yeah, it is such a dirty conversation to have because of the bosses that it does not matter on being many of the main bosses that you might be working on for a long time, like this boss we're watching now, plus True North. So you can just avoid all the times when you would do it anyway until you can do it. So it doesn't matter in the end. Do you feel good about that? I don't know.
Again, I go back to like, because I see the people that are being like, just True North, LOL. I'm like, if I have an entire button dedicated to ignoring the thing that is annoying, why have it in the first place?
Ultimately, what we have to put our brains in the space of is something like Slay the Spire. Maybe this works for you in a Diablo mindset where you feel like you're breaking the game and that's giving you happy juices. And does hitting True North and not doing a positional because you're so knowledgeable and awesome feel good enough that it warrants the participation of positionals in the video game?
I think the people that like positionals would say yes, and the people that don't would say no. I think
that's a fair answer.
I think that conversation I don't think goes very far.
What about another thought experiment where we would say, what if they made a job have no positionals? What would you balance that job with? Would you make that job do overall less damage?
The fight. You would balance it with
no, hang, no. I mean, like, they come out with a melee job that has no positionals. Would you want that job to do less damage than the other jobs that are doing positionals? Would you punish it by not having some sort of aspect or being more like in Druid in World of Warcraft used to be, or maybe Bard? I don't know enough about Bard to say their buffs factor into their overall DPS and they deal less DPS. I don't know if that's a thing, so I can't really speak to Final Fantasy XIV in that point.
I think it's an interesting conversation, but again, as someone who doesn't like them, my brain starts to lean towards why even have that conversation and just not have them in the first place? Why differentiate between positionals and non-positionals?
Because, well, you just said some people like them, some people don't. So can we make a job that for people who don't, but still want to melee? It's a thought experiment.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, coming from other games, it's like most other, well, it's World of Warcraft. Let's just talk about World of Warcraft. Let's talk about the rep thing I'm obviously referencing. They don't really do that.
Oh, wait, pause. It looks like we got a clear.
On this 14% we're looking at right now?
That might be the case, though. Yeah, looks like. So Mog Talk might be catching up to what happened on the official Piped-In stream. I'm going to tune in here a little bit.
Yeah, they keep it clean. They
Serenity doesn't stream? What, they just post screenshots? It was a non-streaming team? Ah, in 2024, Serenity. What are you doing other than probably cheating?
Oh, Kyle.
The colored marks out. Where are the cannons?
What are we doing? Trust me, bro.
I mean, it's exactly what I thought. I just didn't say it out loud.
We're all thinking it.
We're all thinking it. Trust me, bro. We cleared.
Maybe we'll have a.
That is the most sus shit on earth.
I mean, there could be some it seems like there's a verification process that takes place, obviously, in our previous scandalous ultimates and whatnot that happened. There was an investigation that took place that they were able to see some things, so it won't protect them if they choose to go for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't trust it.
Yeah. But real, I mean, ultimately,
I think there's some real corked back bullshit going on here.
For the sake of the entertainment of it, that's a real shame if they did pull that off, because, you know, we want to see it. We want to see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, both teams, both Echo and who we're just watching, was that Kryl in the lower right now? Both wiped around 8% there. So the race continues.
Here we go. Kyle, can you if we're gonna stay on this view, can you add a little asterisk and drag it around on their little scoreboard there?
I can't add one. I'm capable of doing this. Because they did put him in the top. Yeah, they did put him cleared. So
yeah, can we just put a little asterisk on there?
Absolutely. See, I got this previously recorded little here. We're just gonna go in here, and we're gonna.
If you could just, I'd appreciate it.
Just gonna make just a little asterisk there.
Yeah, if you could just, just scale it down. Yeah, there you go.
I'll just put that right.
There you go.
Right there.
That feels
right there.
better.
Little
that
add in there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Thank you. I appreciate
Let the record show until more information is received. The court is currently out.
Yeah. Just saying.
Also, there's still, oh no, Cider's group fell apart again.
That's got to be the ropes.
That's the experience. Yeah. How many pools do you normally get in a party finder before things go sour? I mean, I remember trying to get through just mythic pluses, let alone raids. Did Xenos give up for the day? Is that what the screen means? Get notifications when live?
I believe that means offline.
Oh, looks like Serenity clear. Is this true? So all the chat is kind of sussing it out. Might just be on break.
Okay. This looks fun, man.
All right, so we're moving off of our deep conversation about positionals, which I'm sure has never been had in the history of this game.
Never.
No one
and yeah. I mean, we totally would have solved it for good and put an end to that conversation once and for all. But, I don't think it's right, for us to solve it.
No, we got distracted by Serenity, so really it's on them too. So it's tough. It's tough stuff. But the solution is still baking. We'll let you know when we arrive at our conclusion.
All right, so we were looking at Viper. We were talking about the Noxious Nash debuff being removed. Looks like the global cooldown combo starters Steel Fangs and Reaving Fangs, previously Dread Fangs, now buff each other. The Viper Sight job gauge will now indicate which combo starter is currently buffed. I need to play more Viper to understand that.
But sounds like they cleaned up the things they would have to do in order to make that removal make the most sense.
Yes, and all combo buff timers have been increased from 40 to 60 seconds.
Wow.
So Viper sounds just plain straight easier. What's word on the street? Like, I'm not playing Viper right now, folks. I look at this and I go, holy crap, this sounds a lot easier.
I don't see a world in a co-op game where that's bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
Still
very
heavy.
positional
Yeah.
heavy. Well, they just said they're not getting rid of it. So, like, positional wise, nothing has changed, as far as I understand.
Would you call it the premier positional job, or would you give that accolade to another melee DPS? Wes Galmer was dooming on Twitter.
Dooming?
Talking end of X job, dooming. Because you do some doom scrolling, but if you're participating in the doom, you're dooming. In the act of dooming currently.
Okay. All right. Across the board, feeling like it's easier. Next up for notable changes would be Black Mage.
Oh, they were in the want.
Single target thunder spells had their initial damage nerfed, but their damage over time increased. Okay. Umbral Soul now grants full MP and other ice phase bonuses outside of combat. Additionally, it halts the Umbral Ice timer, which is reflected on the job gauge.
I saw this job gauge is so insane. You need to see a picture of it. It is the most
Black Mage?
overwhelming piece of UI I've seen
I have
in a while.
level 60 some odd Black Mage. Is it any different?
Add another thing to it now. Add another pile of pips.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's getting busy.
So hold on. Is this fixing the massive mana issues that low-level Black Mages are having? With what was going on here with Umbral Soul?
McAvoy has it absolutely correct. Biblically accurate angel gauge.
Yes? Okay. Thank God. Cool. Yeah, because getting mana back really blew ass after the update. I like a lot of the changes for Black Mage after the update, at least as a low-level Black Mage review. But that was fixed already. Well, I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I wasn't aware. And before that, I wasn't really playing any more Black Mage. But that's what I was doing in the lead up to Dawn Trail when we weren't streaming, was leveling my Black Mage. Viper is now, says Kura. Thanks for the super. What if Reaper, but I can now play it half asleep at 3 a.m. and on one hand, it removes a bit of complexity, but on the other hand, LOL, man. I like your energy, Kura.
I like not having to consider PvP when we talk about PvE changes.
Fuck, you just may have absolutely bodied my complaints about PvP in this game. I think you just took my PvP hate and Final Fantasy 14 and dumpstered
a give and take.
That is a massive bonus
Yeah,
to this entire conversation. I mean, let's be honest. Our conversations around job changes are still very, very light. Like, we do not have any max level jobs right now because Dawn Trail is out. And even before that, we had very few max level jobs. So we are not coming at this with any degree of expertise. So
It's about
But,
perspective gain.
It is nice not having to worry about PvP. You're absolutely right. I haven't once thought about that bonus to all of this. F5 on Xeno, because he Chad was informing us that his stream crashed and then was fixed.
Perfect. Sadly, we still have another minute of ads here on Mog. Echo is going, though. Can you not reset these symbols? Like, it seems like they end up getting knocked away by Big Cat Godzilla. And
what
then
symbols?
Well, the previous platform exploded, and all their symbols, their clock positions, are still currently on the previous exploded, now dead
floating
platform.
out. Yeah, no. My understanding is that markers are locked once you're in combat.
Oh wow!
You cannot change markers in combat.
So you're just clock positions free for the rest of the fight when they do something like that.
Yeah, you are talking about markers, right?
Yes, markers.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify. Oh God, I hate marching flares. I don't like them.
No, they're pretty stressful.
One of my least favorite in the game. There's just something about it that kind of breaks my brain. I have a really hard time visualizing where it's about to hit. Not a fan. Not my favorite. All right, what else happened on Black Mage? Flare's fall off damage has been increased to 30% of base damage. I have Flare. I kind of understand what that means. Paradox may now be used in Ice Phase again. In Ice Phase, it costs no MP and grants an Umbralized stack. You must first be in Fire Phase and switch to Ice Phase to gain an Ice Paradox. That's the rundown for Black Mage, courtesy of Blue Jay.
Cool.
What percentage we at?
Those seem like our big ones. Right now, we're sitting at looks like about 35%, 34%. Check in on Mog Talk here. They're at 30%. Looks like they're bouncing between a lot of different. So we're definitely closing in on the end here for all of our teams.
Nice.
It's interesting to watch one of these without any respawns lockout drama.
Oh, dealing with like trash, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. The trash starts respawning for taking too long.
I think it is infinitely more watchable because of that. It's like, this is what we're here for.
Just the boss.
And it really increases watchability, but I think that is, I honestly, I think it also helps the playability. Just if you're not into watching it, like if you're pushing boss content in an MMO, you're there to push boss content. So, not to bring back the early StarCraft 2 days of no fluff. But it's kind of nice to not have any fluff, Kyle.
I agree.
It was something that really stood out to me with Final Fantasy XIV when I first started playing it. Was that outside of Alliance raids, and obviously dungeons, that there wasn't any trash for endgame boss content. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, Kara. I was like, oh God, give me some Taco Bell. Please.
Just even flashing that on screen was enough for you.
Full disclosure, I had Taco Bell for lunch because I don't feel good today, and it made me happy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And I had soup yesterday, and I was like, I usually have soup when I'm not feeling good, but I don't want soup again.
So they don't really need to advertise to you. They just need to have you acknowledge their existence again.
Dude, I love Taco Bell.
And that's enough for you.
And we put out a Q&A, a Q&A episode that you can go listen to right now on the Grinding Gear podcast feed. And I believe we were asked what our favorite fast food places were, and my answer was Taco Bell.
That's right.
Love Taco Bell. Was it the Q&A or was that just a stream day?
Was it? I don't remember. I believe I said Carl's Jr. and I was informed. So it was a stream day.
It was stream. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Hardee's where you live now, sir.
And that it sucks now.
Also, that's a weird answer, but yeah.
But I don't have fast food. It's not like a health thing.
I think I have only had Hardee's or Carl's Jr. when I moved to LA because I had no other options.
I had Buc-ee's while I was traveling.
I would say Five Guys does not count because it doesn't have a drive-through window, Bill Mao.
It's an interesting.
I think you need to have a drive-through window to be considered fast food. Yeah, I think you need to have
Curls Jr. Yes.
Curls.
Oh my God.
Girls.
Just reinvent the stream. Let's rename the free. Have you been to the Free Company House, by the way? They added a staircase outside so seamlessly. It looks beautiful.
Today is the first day I've logged into Final Fantasy 14 since we broke for our summer vacation.
Same. I wanted to work on my apartment for a hot moment. I realized I never titled it.
And I don't think I'll be in tonight. I think I'm going to be laying down and napping into possibly just continuing and sleeping.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We're also out of TV shows, so I just kind of don't care about anything right now.
You got books ads for the TV?
I mean, everything I watched was like okay. Like I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. The Acolyte I thought was fun, if a little uneven. This is probably my least favorite season of The Boys, even though I still had a pretty good time with it. And I hated the premiere of House of Dragons, so we unsubbed from Max, and we were just like, maybe if we give a shit, we'll watch all of it in one go. But watching it week to week seemed like it was going to be really annoying. So, yeah. Oh, you know what I started last night and I forgot, or I picked back up last night because I was already a few episodes deep. Is the Chucky show? The Chucky show is really good. Based on the Child's Play movies, like Chucky, the horror doll that comes to life. Oh, they cleared.
Oh,
we got a clear, dude.
Wait, where did it go? Why did I guess they just went to someone else who might possibly be clearing.
Yeah. Oh, because this is going to be, look at it. Yeah, it's 2 clears back to back.
Damn.
So what teams was that?
That's pretty sick.
So, I guess we're going to find out for a second.
Yeah, so we got Echo, certainly.
Yeah.
Hovering over the skip. No, you got to screenshot that.
Go back to Mog Talk, because they were pretty quick
so
to update
these
their
are
leaderboard.
that was the same person in this Echo shot. They're going,
oh, okay.
But now we have back to back of Lucrezia.
Skippers.
Yeah, at the final moment, right? I ain't got time for this crap. So which server is Lucrezia from? Thank you, Way Too Late TV. Lucrezia.
Oh, Sam, shout out to you. Lucrezia. So they were not in the top 5 because of their clear time. I'm assuming there's a lot of teams that are tied for 3-4 right now.
And where is Serenity based out of?
Whatever country probably let you pull your camera out further. That's a really bad joke. Don't think about it too hard.
I'm trying to think, like, is it America? Because we went to the moon? Like, what?
Falls Ventus, thanks for the super. Yeah, changing markers mid-combat was taken from us because someone used them to cheat during TEA World Race.
Okay, explain more. Cheating. How do you cheat with an in-game?
Well, if you were able to make
mover?
some sort of mod or add-on that can drop markers on your behalf, which I've seen in other games.
Oh, so maybe they were just removing the ability of a mod to drop things. Yeah, marker bot. Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, damn, you're right. Yeah, you could build a bot that would drop markers all the time for every mechanic.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that happening.
Yeah, so if they could be moved, you could automate the movement process.
Yeah.
Like Lucretia? Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right, Damon. That is a character in Gundam Wing.
Oh, nice. Wait, hang on. We have symbols here now on Serenity. There are symbols that have appeared. A VOD has been posted. My guessing, reading these symbols, it looks like there might be a VOD of it, but there is no Wi-Fi, so no stream. Linked to clear VOD. Okay, so there's a VOD of Serenity beating it.
Or Serenity, okay.
The video has been confirmed.
Offline, but video confirmed. Okay.
found an ITN article on this, world's first, to see if they have a...
Did you just say ITN?
Excuse me, IGN.
Blast from the... Kyle, are we starting something back up that I'm unaware of?
Hey, if Scott's starting the instance, it's time we bring back Here's the Storm. You know,
that'll be the second podcast I was on that I didn't know was coming back.
Yep. Returning to the field.
If I had a nickel every time a podcast I was on came back without my knowledge, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice. Yeah. Echo's stream leaderboard tells you which server / world the team is on, or teams are on. Okay, cool.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that does say it. So Kryle's still going. Echo 404. What? Why is Grind NA? What does that mean? Why does Grind have no server? Hashtag not applicable.
Maybe they didn't have their information until they just cleared and made the leaderboard.
Oh, could that be like they were just like completely hiding offline? We're not in the world's first, but when they did that, they're like, "Hey, can we enter the contest?" Is that okay?
Yeah,
wasn't
maybe
signed up.
Thatcher Dartley saying probably wasn't signed up.
Yeah, looks like the
also offline.
Mog Talk has updated too. All right, well,
I'm sorry. Am I reading that correctly? And they're basically tied with Serenity for clear time?
Time? Wow. Do we go by milliseconds? Do we get to like do skill? Or do we get to go in and be like, well, technically they had a death in their clear, so therefore.
You go by which one of them has more of their players captured to prove that they're not using add-ons. That's who you go
that's
with.
That's it.
How many of you on that team can prove that you did it? You did it honorably. That's how you should do it. I mean, also, yeah, you could just go to tenths of a second or something like that.
Yeah, Square will definitely be the ones. And are they handing out anything for it? We have here achievement in game or stamp on the lodestone.
They do an achievement, I believe. I've heard folks talking about that. I think that was part of the reason there was so much controversy the last time someone was caught using add-ons.
Oh, that was a whole thing. Wasn't there like a you will delete your account or we will delete it for you kind of thing? Or was it you delete all the loot that you got from it or we'll be deleting?
No,
you?
Nothing. Okay. No, there's no.
No.
Okay.
You get a thumbs up. You feel it in your heart. 1 a.m. Pacific time. You're like, oh, I did it.
They deleted the weapons I got. Okay, that's what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Of.
And the idea, of course, was that their names would be mud on the server. So,
well, as you do.
As you do, yes. It is an MMO after all.
All right, so we have Echo and Lucretia with on-stream clears, but not a full minute off. Wait, what are these times? It's a 24-hour clock. I already explained this. Okay, never mind. No, they're multiple minutes. They're about 18 minutes off the 2 tied leaders at the moment.
So let's see. I'm doing a weird capture today, so I'm going to hide Garrett for a hot moment while I go see if anybody in our Discord happens to have a link to the clear VODs. I'm not finding.
I am the ghost of Garrett haunting this stream.
I don't know. Where is
I don't like positionals. Bring plunge back. Oh. Ooh, Green Day reference. Ooh.
Does anybody possess a link to these particular things?
I would give you one, but I'm dead.
Because I'd like to see them do it from beginning to end. And there's probably no comms. So we could just kind of enjoy the show.
No, hide me one more time.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Ooh, I will hunt you forever if you don't go to MMOawards.com and vote for Grinding Gear for Creator of the Year.
It's true. He'll do it.
I seem to be recorporalizing. Hello, I'm back. Hi. That was weird, man.
That was weird. That was really odd.
That's strange. That's strange.
Okay, cover me while I sleuth the internet.
Okay, all right. Ghost Garrett has 50% base takes. I won't expand on which part is base. No, tell me. Tell me. I know that gets animated. We can't call that now. We can't sign Crystal up for work.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
It's a magical thing that happens beyond our control.
Yeah. Oh, you changed it. I hope they get its animated. Okay, all right. That's acceptable, Cal. That's acceptable. Garrett, keep talking about positional saddle. So my thoughts are known. My thoughts are known. I will not beat a dead horse. Unless I'm standing behind it or to the side of it, then I will beat that dead horse. But which direction should I choose when beating said dead horse? That would depend on the ability I am using. Kyle is furiously typing. Like, absolutely furiously typing.
First of all, Serenity, bad SEO optimization, because there are a lot of songs in Final Fantasy XIV and Final Fantasy in general with the word Serenity inside them. So we're having a tough time there, and grind is not going to help me out, but we're going to go for it.
We're so good. We're getting world first in the background on tunes that aren't even 100.
I mean, more people are completing it. Well done.
Yeah. Luke E, we watched it on stream yesterday. So check out yesterday's stream VOD right here on the YouTube if you want to see us watch Crystal's new animation. It was fantastic, by the way. Katie got a good laugh. I always sit her down like, hey, we got a new one. So you're trying to find VODs of the clears?
Yes, these VODs with no streams.
If anyone has links to those VODs, ping Kyle on Discord. Ping him. I think this was the fastest Savage tier so far, 5 hours faster than P4S.
I heard Stormblood was pretty short this morning, so...
Okay. Stormblood was longer? Okay. That might be the shortest clear then. I'm assuming people weren't like tracking back in Realm Reborn. B Preach is back. Oh God, Kyle.
All right.
Go back to Methodist.
Very well.
B Preach back.
Oh, yes! Wow. Yep. Sure. Oh, look at they positioned a fan.
I mean, it was probably there the whole time.
Yeah,
and just
but
no one else
now
was
we're
wearing
aware
a
of
B
it.
skirt. Oh, this is fantastic.
Also, just like choosing to rock the socks. Well done. Full black outfit, white socks. Nice
Seriously,
job.
Shout out to Preach, who really appears that the working out is paying off. Like, I would not want to get into a bar fight.
No, that is an insane amount of dedication. Like I said yesterday, I ain't joking. That is serious.
Yeah.
That is a lot of work.
He thinks the socks are comfy. Hey, all right.
Yeah. I can't, but you're sitting there, man. Like, be comfy. Why do you think I'm wearing a plain black shirt? Because it's easy.
I thought it was because you constantly get thrown up on.
That too. I do get I did plain black shirts before I was getting thrown up on all the time. But yes, now it's very easy because I just go to my pile of SpongeBob style wardrobe, put on another black shirt.
I bought 7 white tank tops before Key West trip. Because I was like, screw it. I know it's going to be hot and I don't want to wear black. I've never bought that many matching pieces of clothing before. Check out the mount. Oh, they're showing the mount on the top right there. Is that like it's like what Grievous drove in Revenge of the Sith, but Tron-ified. You're sitting in the big wheel, Kyle.
You're very kind to think of that.
Why?
Because it looks exactly like the vehicle Mr. Garrison invented in order to.
No, you're absolutely correct. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
So,
God.
you enjoy that.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
happy
yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of the anally propelled vehicle.
Yes. No, yeah.
That's not the first place my brain goes. Dude, that thing looks sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that.
That mega wheel.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to get to this content. This looks very cool. Very, very cool. Correct. Thank you for the super. BGG stream when though? When we get Preach's blessing.
Yeah, we can't steal that from him.
We
though.
can't rip that off him. Yeah, you can't rip that off. If you just do that and then word gets back to Preach and then Preach is like, I'm never going on those douches shows again.
Apparently,
you need a bee blessing. Yeah. Have you not seen? Are you not down with Queen Bee Preach, Malmuki? It's fantastic. Yes, our lives will be over. Will be over. Brinding Bear. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh good Lord. I was at a bar in Key West and I got to witness someone learning what a bear was.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not even modern. That's been around at least
it has been
since
around
the
a
80s.
long time. Yeah. But there was there was what I was assuming was a straight patron talking to the bartender, who was a lovely gay gentleman, and he was just like, the guy made a couple jokes in quick succession about bear, and the bartender just like giggling, and the guy's like, "What's so funny?" He's like. And also, the bartender had a wonderful British accent. He was like, "Oh, that means something a little different in the gay community."
Ah, I see. I see.
Yes. And that's when I learned what a cub was, which I was unaware of.
Oh.
Up until this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, I'm just going to leave that on the if you know, you know territory.
That sounds
But
good.
I learned things this year while hanging out in Key West. And yeah.
Wes Galber's still being. Well, let's check it on Cider. Cider's back at it, though. So we do have Cider. This looks very weapon-y.
Mira is in the know. Big spoon, little spoon. In other words, that's one way you could put it.
I'm judging by the that's a good way to put it. Judging by Frosty's energy, I'm assuming he is deducing, but this looks like the VODs we've already seen. So they're scrubbing, but this is still the VODs that were streamed.
Yes, this is still of the streamed. So I do not doubt that, Trajan. I do not doubt that for one moment. So I'm assuming that the VODs are just not publicly available yet?
They may have been unlisted and sent over in verification.
Privately delivered to the folks managing this leaderboard.
Yes.
I mean, this makes a lot of sense, right? Especially if you're trying to do this quickly. Imagine if you took that clear and you tried to upload it to YouTube right now, it would not be ready.
It would take 22 minutes probably. Yeah. So,
well, and then you also need to, run the YouTube check and wait for 1080p or 4K if that's they recorded that to be available. Best in code. Yeah. Scrubbing the stream because there's prizes on the line. Oh, okay.
Oh, between the two? Yeah, you would have lag between the streams to see who actually finished when. It looks like each team had a timer on screen, though, so they should be able to at least do something with that.
Yeah. I think we know. I think we as a community, for folks that don't stream their clears, we need to move away from just saying cheating and instead start saying, I bet there was performance enhancers used.
Yes.
It's not full cheating. Cheating would imply, I feel like hacking or something. Whereas I think this is more in the realm of a performance enhancer.
Yes, it didn't play for you. That is true.
Yeah, exactly. You still had to put your butt in the seat, unless you're Cider. You still had to control your character. Yeah. Apparently, Frosty only has screenshots from the 2 non-streams so far.
Screenshots?
Eroids. I love that.
Oh my God.
Fantastic.
All right, is the E capitalized? Is it lowercase? How are we doing this? Let's formalize this process.
Is this true, KLJ Chaos? I was not aware of this. Or is the Preach trained to become a professional wrestler but gave up when he realized how wrestlers' bodies are destroyed when they're older? Also, fast, savage, clear content, too easy, posts incoming.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
do we just have more hardcore MMO players playing this game now because it is significantly more popular?
Yes, exactly. We have improved as players. There are more tools at our disposal. We are reviewing, we are VODing, we are not living in a vacuum.
Yes.
All that kind of thing. Very true. But hey, the conversation, clearly people enjoy this conversation enough to have it on every video game that possibly exists. And no, I can understand the wrestler thing.
Oh, dude, yeah. Katie and I watched Dark Side of the Ring, and that's rough.
It's a conversation, Chris and I have because we got kids, and what kind of sports are we gonna let them get into?
My dad never pushed me towards football because he has a permanent spinal injury because of it.
My grandpa had a bad from football, but it also might have been the Battle of the Bulge. So, the bad knee he blamed on football.
No, that couldn't be right, says Zachary. Yeah, of course. It's clearly just because the content's too easy and there's no other factors to be considered. Yeah. It's the children who are wrong.
Gabgano, exactly. Yeah. Well, we got too many tree fragments at this point rolling through.
Just so anything to the super clips out of context. GG guys think Final Fantasy 14 raid performance only improved once WoW players came to the game. This is a huge joke.
Oh, damn! You could roll with that. Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of what I'm saying. I'm simply, but your game's more popular. Those players came from somewhere.
It matches with the conversation we heard so often was that rating changed rather dynamically as WoW players came in, made assumptions, and forced some ideas on the community. It feels like we've balanced out a little bit since then. And mainly just those 14 players are now 14 players rather than WoW players playing 14. But this Echo production is very, very World of Warcraft in my mind. Feel free to correct me.
It is literally Echo, who is famous for World of Warcraft.
Right. So did you possess content like what's on screen right now? Like Preach in a bee costume.
There is nothing here that I haven't seen in World of Warcraft before.
What
I'm looking at right now, except that much of Preach's chest.
Shadowbringers. In Stormblood was there content that looked like this? Factored, transform it for the passage of time.
Exactly like this, Kyle?
Yes.
How literal am I taking that?
Well, in a bee costume, what, it was Shadowbringer? No, it was Stormblood was before the WoW conversion. So, mid Shadowbringers, Preach would be dressed as would you be dressed as Emmett? What would you dress as if you
Kyle, I mean, we can look at our own analytics and see that Shadowbringers is clearly the best expansion over Endwalker.
I mean, that's in terms of MSQ, yes. The cares are at maximum.
Was not being serious.
I was taking it serious. MSQ Shadowbringers is the peak performer.
And actually, that's not true. There's a schism. The videos for Shadowbringers absolutely bodied, dumpstered, put in the grave the views for the videos for Endwalker, but the Endwalker stream views were better.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is actually a bit of a schism there. It's interesting. Oh my God, this is my first time seeing the Sugar Glider mount. I must have that thing. I heard it's quite the feat to get.
Metatron, is that not the case in previous patches? Because I always heard that the 0.05 patch was when balance happened. And isn't that also when the first Savage would always release? So that would be the case in every expansion that balance was made at the same time. Or merely that by bringing, in this case, this type of balance, bringing up everyone to Picto's level, caused this content to be easier. And that could be the case. If this is a design philosophy of buff all rather than nerf Picto, and in the past it was different, that could definitely be the case.
Generally speaking, Keltian thinks it was changed in Endwalker.
The general speaking, I would assume, is the emergency balances they've done, but for the most part, they try to save it for these numbered patches, these official patches.
Hmm. Huh. Memory seems to be a bit all over the place.
Sure.
And then I brought up the sugar glider mount, so we also have a sub conversation about farming faiths going.
Well,
on.
that's just any Discord thread on the planet. There's 2 conversations going on, so with 2 hosts, you can expect as much.
In Endwalker, they didn't make these changes, and it led to some jobs not being viable for week 1 clears. Damn. Okay. Huh. Sadly predict a lot of hate watching for Dawn Trail. I can tell you that's not true of our first Dawn Trail video.
Well, we haven't got to the part that hate yet. That's the problem, you know. There's not enough hate in the room, apparently.
Yeah. This one is firmly in the underperforming category.
It's a fun video. Definitely check it out.
I really like the video. Noelle did an amazing job editing it. I'm about halfway through watching it myself because I was not around for it being edited. Because we were gone. Huge shout out to Noelle for getting that done and getting it out. I think it's great. But yeah, it was not off to a fiery start. The cooks were wild. I've been told we were pretty right for the wrong reasons about a great many things. There definitely was some heated comments left on that video. And actually, like, the comment to view ratio is ridiculous.
I haven't read any of the comments.
Absolutely insane.
I haven't read a lick of the comments. I am morbidly curious, but I also don't want to know because, you know, I'm enjoying my foray, which will continue on Thursday, by the way.
This is is about to pull ahead of our final Endwalker video for comments.
Wow.
And it's sitting at less than half the views.
Wow. Okay, so people had a lot to say.
Yeah. It's been an interesting analytic study.
That's a link, by the way, to the stream that's happening on Thursday, where we'll be heading to our first quest split option. If you want to watch the VOD we're talking about right now, because we post VODs, not screenshots, you can go watch that right there.
Thanks, Star. Appreciate the welcome back.
Absolutely. Understand that.
Verbs.
We were heading through these patch notes here. I'll continue to keep an eye out in Discord as well as on our stream here to see if there's anything involving the clear VOD. But everything else looked pretty normal. Were there any major Blue Jay comments for any of the other jobs?
I have navigated away, so let me get back there. We have Red Mage and Astrologian.
Okay.
I have a feeling you're definitely interested in both of those.
Yeah, Astrologian is really small, so let's hear it.
So, you want Astro first?
Yeah.
Play 1, 2, and 3 no longer share recast times. This means you can play your next card immediately after playing your first. That sounds sexy.
Oh, yeah, or you just dump them.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on that, Kyle?
No, you can dump them.
And then Red Mage Magicked Sword Play stacks granted from Manification now last for 30 seconds, allowing for a more lenient burst phase.
Cool. Why are you pouring one out for White Mage? What happened here? You just it wasn't enough, like, compared to all the other buffs that were rolling out. This wasn't sexy enough. Didn't make you excited to log in.
Maybe. But that's pretty much everything Blue Jay left us with.
I mean, judging by Echo here running an Astrologian. Actually, let's kind of take a look here. What do we got? We do have an Astrologian there. Mr. Happy is running an Astrologian. This is an ad. Insider Spider's in Party Finder, so probably should judge anything we're seeing in this particular makeup. What's Albert? Albert's got an Astrologian. I see a lot of Astrologians.
Do you see any Dark Knights?
Good question. Let's take a look here.
I would imagine from the comments earlier, probably not.
No Dark Knights. No, I see a lot of Paladins. Bald American is playing Warrior.
Mainly Paladin and
Warrior.
Well, I'll have a Paladin soon enough.
Gunbreaker.
Not that I expect us to be pushing day one content.
No, but
immediately.
Well, it's a give and take, right? Like the whole, it's not viable is also a level of like, well, at least I have something to do in game, like level a job and try to get, balance can be fun, even when it's negative. But I think the fantasy, particularly with a long MSQ, is so tied to what you were playing along the way that it can change your mind a lot about that.
Yeah, I feel like a Dark Knight. Like when I think of Tuna, I think of playing a Dark Knight.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of it. I do really like the aesthetics of Paladin. Oh no, they pulled a Garrett. But yeah, I'll have to see. Well, you want to dust some stuff off?
Oh, like play a little bit of the video game after this long hang?
Do you want to play the game?
Yeah, let's
play.
Do
you want to make people behold terrible low-level play?
What? Wait, what?
I think
what
after
level?
all of that,
what level play?
Cutting edge play. I think what folks really want
is a palate cleanser.
Is the opposite of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that is 100% viable. Is what I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, we could. I could tank on a low level paladin. You could get me a short Q on my lower level black mage. You could get me a short Q.
These are all things where
I
heal. These are all things where I heal. What else? What else?
No, I mean if I'm paladin, our Q would be real short. If you want to level a damage dealer.
Let me. Apparently my glasses poke through my visor here. That's no good.
I thought you already confirmed that.
I did it with my crazy warrior setup, not my.
Well, why would you wear glasses under your visor?
Well, it's not like it turns off my.
Is your visor the old lady glasses you buy at 7-Eleven?
No, these are my space glasses. My space glasses. My gamer goggles.
Sir, those are Pit Vipers. Those are 100% Pit Vipers.
My gamer goggles.
Those are Pit Vipers.
Let's see.
So I could level 54 Paladin, or I could level 65 Black Mage. Full disclosure, I have a Black Mage quest I have not done. I don't know if I get anything from it.
Honestly, I think of all the things I want to level, it's my warrior. Fast. I want to level my warrior the most.
Never mind. All good. Still 65. Don't get my next ability until 66. So missing out on nothing.
So would tank do nothing to help your Q? Is it only healer that gets you the speedy speeds?
Oh, tank would definitely speed it up.
Okay.
I haven't actually checked. Let me, I can, let's see, because we could actually help is our Q still awful for damage dealers? Because we could help the problem. All right, let me, boop. In need healer is leveling. Tank is trials. Healer's main scenario. Healer's alliance raids. Tank is normal, but I could normal, I guess, on a black mage. Tank in need is always a lie.
Well, it just wants to make sure that it always has tanks available to it.
Yeah. Tank users still speedy. I mean, that's been my experience.
Okay.
It's okay. 2 weeks off, but like 3 weeks ago, I was still queuing as paladin and pretty much getting in right away.
All right, so rock us something for me to tank.
A leveling, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
In my extremely
only party leader
way.
may register for duty.
Oh, am I not the leader? Oh,
because I logged out from not wiggling. Logged out from not, yeah.
There you go. You're in charge again.
There it is. Let's make sure my portrait is safe. It is.
I don't think I even set a portrait.
Knowing you, never heard of Kyle not having a portrait set. Not once. All right, Kyle. What trash anime have you been watching?
Let me open my Crunchyroll here. I turned off rather quickly The Duke of Death and His Maid. The animation was super cheap.
That's how I felt about The Way of the House Husband, which I really enjoyed the humor of, but it was basically watching a comic that moved the cells for me.
And then I fell asleep in 3 minutes into No Longer Allowed in Another World. so that'd be my list right now. It hasn't changed much.
Make sure I have Umbral Soul on my bar. What level is that?
All right, those mad at me? They're mad at me.
They appear to be mad at you. I'm also we are currently in a level 27 dungeon.
Perfect.
Is that under roll? No. Why can't it's 35? Why can't I find it? There it is.
So why would you not have that previously on? Or is that the new thing?
I believe this is the new thing. Grants Umbral Ice. Okay. How does this work? I found it. It got lowered from 76 to 35. So it previously existed, but I wouldn't have had it before because I am 65.
Oh, the level got reduced.
Right
okay,
now.
Neat.
Yeah.
I do not have as many tools to tank this pile.
It happens. To regain mana out of combat, basically. Yeah, because transpose, that doesn't work anymore with the way that they've retooled like the ice buff, right? So you can't just transpose out of combat. So at low levels, you're just kind of boned for getting mana back. Although I guess now you're just boned until level 35.
Oh, wait, we've got one. I think they're coming.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we had one lingerer. Play war. I am.
Oh my god, low level black mage.
But canonically, I'm always going to cover my face because I don't want anyone knowing this is the Valgaunt. Sometimes I just got to take out a little bit of that anger.
It's a pretender.
After all these cards get played.
Thank you for the super, by the way, Vivian. Like that RP, it's very Urianger of you. Oh my god.
Fellow astrologian. Makes sense.
Pray doth not look upon thine rage.
Everyone knows full well who it is. They just
no one's surprised.
Yeah, but they also like all pretend. Oh no, not the masked warrior. Who could he be?
It's like Butters and Professor Chaos. Professor Chaos. You know, if we ever do another MMO together, you should be Professor Chaos and I'll be Yo Hamburgers.
That's a cute name combo.
That should be our next, we should rename ourselves in Heroes of the Storm. That way people stop asking us in Quick Match to bring back into the next.
It's a burden, really, this popularity.
I can't believe anyone still
it is actually
knows who we are.
Kind of amazing that it happens so often.
Boopy, thanks for 25 months. War never changes because war is perfect. Other tanks are just jealous.
Apparently.
We give it there. There it is, Vivian. There it is. There's your titular message. Thank you for the super.
Apparently, where all the positionals are now.
Warrior?
No, Monk. You're hearing about how Monk is kind of the premier positional character.
Okay. We'll see about that.
All present and accounted for.
I mean, positionally, Viper still has a bunch. They didn't remove any of their
Correct.
positionals. What did Cork say?
Warriors can't read.
Buff. If those players could read, they'd be very upset.
Give me that horrible loot for the children of Doma.
Daily celebrations.
Why, just today, I dropped them off a bunch of Materia 5s.
Oh my word, you don't say.
Yep, so they could enchant their toys.
I love a good enchanted toy.
Monks only have 2 now. Oh. How times change.
I saw that AO. From a mod, no less. Why read when you can fail clean?
Can't fail cleave yet.
You'll get there. I believe in you.
I believe in me too.
Good. You're learning.
I mean, if I was being a master staller, I don't know what I'd want to play Dawn Trail as. Stormblood was just such a perfect. Oh yeah, I'm samurai. That's how it should be. That's what I'm gonna do with my time. Giggles La Habrea, get your spider out.
Giggles La Habrea. That is a scorpion, sir.
Yeah, but they're both arachnids, right?
Yes. 8 legs and such.
This machinist is doing a lot of groaning. His bullets are really taking it out of them.
You ever tried to reload an old-timey gun?
I can't say I have, actually.
Neither have I. GG, he says to only Falcon Hunt because he's the only person still in the dungeon.
Because everyone else is leaving as quickly as they can so they don't get any loot.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps there should be... maybe that should be addressed. Maybe that is pervasive enough that it might require a fixed.
Sure about that? Sure about that, Kyle?
Okay. Well, we've since found the doom and gloom forum posts, but still no VOD of the actual performance.
What is the doom and gloom about, Kyle?
Well, the game's too easy and it's crap, and people should be. Yeah, there's been a lot of calls for people to be fired, is kind of the through line of the conversation today.
From
Unhinged internet.
CS3?
Yeah. Yes.
Devs or people on World First teams?
Devs, writers. No, not the players. The players shouldn't be fired, but devs, writers, and others are being called to, have their jobs put in the line.
Oh, man, I love what Sarah's saying in chat right now. Yeah, it's too easy. Post your clear video.
Oh, it's true. It's so easy. It's so easy. Why don't you do it? Got a point.
That's a good point. Official forum poster should be fired.
Listen, you can use Discord. If I own a company, you could use
They
Discord
would
on
need
company
jobs
time.
first for that to happen.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if you were like browsing the internet on company time and I own the company, there'd be some factors, and being on official forums for any video game would definitely be a factor.
Watching your favorite streamer, totally allowed.
Totally okay.
Posting on Reddit, I'm going to need to see those posts.
I want to know what
memes?
slash you're hanging out in, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, am I the asshole at like maximum trash that you're reading? My party leader, did I submit an application accidentally?
You don't meet the requirements for trials? What level are you? Oh, you're 36.
Oh, is that why it keeps engaging that? Okay.
Oh, no wonder we can't get anything. Okay.
I have a quest to do at some point. Is this different than what we just did? Or are we doing the same
because you're
thing?
level 36 and this is the only thing we can do.
Oh, okay.
I figure while we're being good Samaritans, why not give some people some damn cues?
Nice and easy. Reading I hate my boss. Yeah, that might be... I mean, if I was putting in a lot of effort. If I owned a big company and I didn't really know...
You know, they might be reading it to remind themselves of how good they have it.
That's
because
true.
Their last boss was so bad.
Just a little bit of recreational outrage is all.
Recreational outrage. I can get behind it.
Someone was watching a cutscene, so I'm going to go a little slower than the last time, just in case. It's their first time being here.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let them enjoy the scenery. The bats.
Yeah. Thanks for the super, Vivian. There's nothing sadistic about it. I'm, fact, at this moment, or wait, at this is me at my most masochistic, me telling people to play Monk. Oh my God. All right, I got there. I'm sorry, Vivian. You wrote it perfectly fine.
it.
I had my own issues.
Well done.
Yeah. Girl, I'm gonna need to get your paladin levels a little higher.
Paladin?
Yeah.
Warrior.
Or warrior, sorry. I just assume you're paladin.
It's very...
I live my life one assumption about Kyle at a time.
It's a fine assumption to make.
I always assume he's watching some kind of vaguely perverted isekai.
True. But many of them are accidentally wholesome, and that's what makes them. It's about having 5 options and choosing one. That's what makes it wholesome. So a harem where the guy gets everyone...
That's a harem. That's not an isekai.
Completely uninteresting. I know, but isekais are often harems, so go with me on this.
I was unaware of that.
Completely uninteresting, because that's just a fantasy. That's someone's sick fantasy that they chose to share with the world. Having 4 people interested in you and you're actually in love with one of them, that is wholesome AF. And that is good viewing. Particularly when the other 3 are like, no, absolutely, you 2 are made for each other. We're just here because like we're all good friends now, and we love being here. Also, I'm the healer of this party, so I gotta stay because we have to defeat the big bad. Oh, do we need to kill the clams? Do we kill clams?
Sometimes, yeah, a bunch of them can be, I believe, ignored. If I remember correctly, I'm gonna pull because you're my buddy.
Okay, that's fair.
Never mind, you beat me to it.
I threw a tomahawk.
Like that one, I don't think you need to worry about. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong.
You've seen people like run by this clam?
I think you can just ignore that claim.
Take it to the ambulance?
This claim you cannot skip because you have to walk this way and you get too close to it and you aggro it every time.
Okay. Wait, have I not had my tank stance on? Shit.
Oh my God.
We've been going fast enough. I've had such massive threat. Hasn't mattered.
It's because those performance enhancing add-ons.
Yeah, all my massive add-ons that I hide behind your face and my. Thank goodness you're here to hide my add-ons.
I know, right? Like, yeah.
That's why I love this setup, because all by myself.
You turned me off multiple times today, but yeah.
I think we can just ignore that other clam.
Didn't want a backseat. I'm giving you permission to, Sam. I'm giving you permission to.
Oh, that's really kind. I appreciate the gesture.
If only more folks on the internet could be like you.
I honestly, I think that's extremely acceptable in Sastasha that you
click
chose
the
to do.
coral.
Oops, I guess I clicked the wrong one. There's a thing we have to click.
I don't
In a certain
remember. I
order?
just click things. I have never had this explained to me.
Probably a book in here tells us which coral to click. There it is.
There's the inconspicuous switch. That's what you want, buddy. This is not a war criminal droid.
Click the treasure coffers.
There's a note at the beginning. Ah. Today I learned.
Wait, Cart, did you fall asleep in the bathroom?
Is he stuck?
Well, I mean, the door is closed.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna get him angry. I'm gonna pop some mitts. I'm gonna help Garth.
I believe in you. No one here will report you.
Okay.
Yeah, the World First stuff is cool at midnight. I've barely watched any of it even from my World of Warcraft days. It's just never really covered it. But it's very cool to see.
It was also kind of unreadable with all the I won't even say add-ons, just the variants of interface made it extremely hard to tell what was going on in addition to specs. Because you couldn't just look at it and have any sort of language immediately like, oh, hey, look at this composition. What is that priest? Why are there two priests? Is that because they're doing a special strat or are those shadow
Oh, you're
priests?
talking about WoW?
Yeah.
I think about the damn. Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
so I found today quite readable, and I enjoyed it in that way.
I mean, except for Cider's UI, which is basically is against my religion.
At least I have something to point at now.
You liked it, and that's fine. You can. Like
I saw the reason for it. I am essentially that designing UI is my passion meme.
Graphic design is my passion.
Exactly. I love designing UIs just for me.
Well done.
I would never be bold enough to like sell my UIs if that was a thing.
Say it was good, or you should use this, or take any, or learn anything from Kyle. You beat me to it.
Aye, the captain's Carters.
Spending on me money, SpongeBob. Ultimate will be cool too. I'm down to give it a look-see.
Oh, I would 100% change the text to have feet. Feet on letters is so helpful.
Serifs?
Yeah.
I thought Comic Sans was better for dyslexia.
Well, because it adds those little feet, right?
No, Comic Sans doesn't have serifs. I don't think so. When was the last time I looked at Comic Sans? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't even need Kyle here for a conversation.
Just prompts. Just, you know what? Just type to me. Tell me what to think about.
It has varied font weight. That's yeah. Oh, the sans means censor. God damn it. That's a good point. I've never scrutinized Comic Sans because it's a hideous typeface. Is she only used for irony or because you have a good friend that you care very much about that it helps them read?
I think it's nice to know what level we're dealing with when we look at the community bake sale. If that thing came out rocking, you'd be like, oh man, I don't want to compete in this cakewalk.
But then you see Papyrus and you're like, I'm good.
No, we're good. Yep.
I'm welcome here.
Poorly up-res picture of children smiling. You're like, oh, I'm going to own this cakewalk. This chili contest is mine.
It's it's got a Shutterstock watermark on it.
Oh, beautiful. Perfect.
Or worse, a freeze frame with the TikTok UI still on it.
Oh my, I can't say I've seen that.
Well, you know, Hawk to Wah is very popular right now, so
The what?
don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's already old.
Oh, okay.
It has already run its course.
Good to know.
I will tell you, if you love that meme, there's about 57 different t-shirts designs currently for sale in Key West.
Shit. Oh shit.
And yet for some reason they're still selling Scene Girl Disney Princess shirts as well. So they're both incredibly timely and extremely behind the curve with the t-shirt sales in Key West.
Scene Girl? Oh, like Disney princesses done in like.
They've got like emo makeup and arm tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hawk to Wah's Skibbity toilet for boomers. Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think
that's a great way to put it.
I don't think that'll ever go out of style. That's just like our generation. Mall goth,
Well, it's because we've already gone out of style.
Y2K.
Well, Y2K style, it was kind of back in for a bit. Now we seem to be almost returning back to post Y2K. We're kind of getting back to 2000s shit right now, I feel like. I need lunch, my head is mush. You know, that's what happens when the stream starts talking about Hawk to Wah too much.
I blame the lack of odds.
What was that?
I blame the lack of odds.
Of VODs? Oh.
Yep. Someday we might interact with these bubbles,
The unnatural ripples.
but it is not today.
It's not this day.
I've never seen anyone do it.
Yes, the Skibbity Toilet is a Gary's Mod thing that's really popular with people a lot younger than us, and they're getting their own movie.
And
So
apparently the maker of it is had someone on his behalf try to sue Valve for ownage of it. It's getting weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
there's-
is news.
Yeah, there's a whole legal thing involving the.
Is this a new thing?
No, because the actual owner, yeah, it's like today. Again, this is my swipe left news thing, being like, hey, you know what you need to know about? Meanwhile, it should really just connect to my Crunchyroll and know what I care about.
Luke is saying that was faked.
Oh, that was a fake bit of news.
Oh.
Damn. Yeah, we talked about the future being full of fake news and how dangerous it would be. This is what we were talking about.
Yep.
These are the big
integrity
concerns.
of the Skibbity Toilet
Yep.
must be upheld.
I mean, here's what's important. Today at 3:30 p.m., there's new episodes of No Longer Allowed in Another World available. Magic Girl and the Evil Lieutenant. Hang, there's more to it. There's more to it. The Magic Girl and the Evil Lieutenant used to be arch enemies. That could be romance, Garrett. I gotta check that out. I gotta check out that might be good. The Osan newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful. Oh my God! Even the ... died before it can complete the whole name. The Osan newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful party became invincible. I gotta try that. You gotta check that out. That could be a thing. That might be worth my time. How I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream.
Wait, is this a real?
No, it's real. It's a real show.
Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll, man. Not that it like legitimizes any of these. You know, they could all be trash, but they do exist on Crunchyroll.
I'm not signing this. Or I'm not finding this.
These are in my recommendations.
I'm just seeing viral hit.
Oh, VTuber Legend.
Oh, you need to start with the beginning, the first words. Okay. All right. Gotcha. VTuber Legend. Okay, we already have VTuber anime. Jesus Christ. Anime moves too fast.
These are all extremely important things.
I need to finish Free Ren. When is Spy Family coming back? We're halfway through the year.
Were they transitioning to a movie only kind of thing like Demon Slayer?
Were they done? I thought they were like doing a half a season and then coming back. Did I get one guide?
They farting off.
Did I get one guide on Spy Family? I thought they were like on a break, but now it's been so long. I'm assuming they just that was the season. I think I got one guide, Kyle.
Oh, huh.
Okay, I need to finish Free Ren. I need to finish Bartender.
You need to finish voting at the MMOawards.com.
Oh, fuck. You got it. Grinding Gear for Content Creator of the Year. Or Creator of the Year. I don't think content's in the title. Oh, it is recommending No Longer Allowed in Other Worlds for me as well, Kyle. That's at the very top of my Crunchyroll.
Good.
It's a very tight skirt. The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant.
Yeah, I think I read that one. Could be some romance there. You never know.
I Parried a Cow. I mean, that sounds like one I would watch.
I Parried a Cow? What is that? Is that
real?
I would totally watch that. At least I'd fall asleep during the first few minutes.
Yeah.
My wife.
I need to watch the Suicide Squad Isekai, and then I am actually quite curious in the Superman anime, but I think I would need to resub to Max for that one.
A nobody's way up to exploration hero.
I Parry Everything is probably the name. Okay. I like I Parried a Cow better.
Honestly,
I'm
more interested in the cow part. Yeah, that's kind of my problem.
Yeah. Superman is so good, and I don't really like anime. Okay. I have extremely specific anime tastes. I would like to get back to Witch from Mercury. That is one I'd like to get back to. And I'm starting to kind of want to maybe watch Demon Slayer again.
A lot is out for you, and that's a plus because you can just keep going. And the animation is freaking balling.
Oh, and Jujutsu Kaisen. I need to get back to Jujutsu Kaisen. I legitimately liked that.
Yeah,
that's
actually really good. That should be the top of your list.
I need to get back. Well, no, because Free Run is probably my favorite anime I've watched since Death Note.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From the recommendations of your co-host.
I'm trying to think. Death Note, probably my favorite anime of all time. Fully Cooley. Fully Cooley is my favorite anime of all time. It's a shame they never made any more Fully Cooley.
Yeah, that was weird, right?
Yeah, it was really strange. It seemed like a really big universe that was really ripe for just more stories to tell. But, they just never went and made any more. They never did it. So probably Fully Cooley, followed by Death Note. Probably... Chainsaw Man could overtake Death Note because I don't like the back half of Death Note nearly as much as the first half. And I adored Chainsaw Man. I adored Chainsaw Man.
When are we getting...
Free Ren probably overtakes Chainsaw Man for third place right now. I'm just talking series. I'm ignoring movies because then my answer is probably Mononoke.
Yeah, well...
That's just like the GOAT. Oh, yeah, Mononoke is probably the GOAT. That's probably the GOAT for me if I'm thinking about movies. Followed by the original Ghost in the Shell.
Rogue Mage
Yeah.
says.
Oh,
Explain.
thank you for the super. Skibbity Toilet's just the same surreal Flash videos that us 30-somethings grew up with. If you saw some weird animations with Colin McCurry's face plastered across them in 2003, you know Skibbity Toilet. I was curious when I went digging. I was happy to see that it was Gary's mod thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm unaware of this, but it is in a style that I understand.
It is done. Yeah.
So that was cool. It is so absurdist though that the idea of trying to make a narrative with it seems bananas to me.
Don't know why.
Yeah. Although I said that of Aqua Teen, and I really like the Aqua Teen movie. So when I heard the Aqua Teen Hunger Force: a movie film for theaters was coming out, I was like, how are they going to make
that's characters? that
how are
you
they going to
can
make an
use.
11-minute TV show into a feature-length film? And I think they did a really good job. So you never know.
You did great, Rogue Mage. Thank you for the support and the message.
Thanks for the support, Rage, and the effort. Yeah. Was anybody completely disagreeing with my anime takes? Hold on, I got to see if I'm getting burnt at the
I
stake,
see.
Kyle.
Yeah.
It looks like no one's mad at me. Seems like no one's mad at me. Superman show is not anime. Are we getting into, is this like an Avatar distinction where it's like very clearly anime style but not technically made by a Japanese studio and therefore is not anime?
Wait, what's this?
The My Adventures with Superman.
Oh. I mean, is it licensed Superman or is it Superman as like a Superman?
I guess now that I'm looking at it, it does look a little more like like Invincible than it does anime. I could see why this would be referred to as a Superman anime, but it does look a little more like Invincible style. FMA Brotherhood is your nomination for greatest shonen of all time. That's it's a good one. It's a good one. I do love that Brotherhood. That's that and Death Note's probably the only Full Metal Alchemist is the only other anime to make Katie ravenously devour episode after episode. We could not put it down. And whatever we were streaming it on didn't have the final season, and so I own just the final season of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on Blu-ray, because that's how down bad we were for that show. Yeah. Luke, thank you for the super. I'm glad that saying Mononoke is great made you give me money. I appreciate that. Would anyone else like to get in on this? Arojo super. Can we talk about how we're finally, after 10 years, getting season 2 of the best isekai of all time? No Game, No Life season 2 is confirmed. It's the first time I've ever heard of this isekai.
I too have never heard of this, but I guess 2014 would have been well before my isekai journeys.
I was going to say the rate at which you rip through isekai, I wouldn't be surprised if you watched the entire thing and just didn't remember it.
That could be, but when was Sword Art Online? Let's see. That was...
I love the colors in this anime, and we've got naked people with no nipples.
2012. Huh, yeah. But I also wasn't using a anime service, so it just completely dodged me. How old is Overlord?
That's one
2015.
I've never watched.
I'd say like it's divisive. No, you just either like it or you don't. Like there's really no drama in my opinion on Overlord. You just either find it interesting or you think a skeletal necromancer could do something way more interesting than he's currently doing on screen at every moment.
It's a skeletal necromancer, so I'm assuming you like it.
I watched a lot of it in hopes that he's too... It's very machination heavy. And so he doesn't really do anything necromancery in most episodes.
So there's a lot of just sitting in a throne and plotting.
Yeah.
That would annoy me.
Yeah, but like, a lot of people really like it. And I think that works for them.
Okay.
But he's always coming up with new excuses to like not be a necromancer.
That is fair. Hellsing, I've never made it all the way through Hellsing. we've had this conversation before that it was like thrust upon me by a roommate, and even at a time when I would consider myself pretty edgy, it kind of like triggered my this is just being edgy for edgy's sake. And I always thought the Carmen Sandiego costume was absurd.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know what I'm saying pains people.
Okay,
so
imagine me wearing that with like foot-long arm extenders and swaggering into a con.
I've never seen. I've never seen. It's very hard to make that. You would also need leg extenders, or you would look moronic because your overall dimensions would be very bad.
It's an energy. He pulls it off. The hat is not dumb. I'm going to counter you there. The fact that it is too edgy, yeah. But that's vampires. What year was that? 2001? That was vampires.
Yeah, but again, in Blade, nobody was receiving fellatio while killing people with guns.
Well, that was made extra awkward because the English dub was really bad.
Yes, it was. And that was what I saw.
Except for the main dude. I love that guy. He plays Legolas. What's his name? I really like his voice, and I will go to bat for him. Whoever played Alucard. And Victoria was really good, too. Integra was really good in English, but yes.
Orlando Bloom was Alucard in the dub?
No. He plays Legolas in every video game where Orlando Bloom doesn't show up for it.
Okay. Gotcha. But yeah, you know how you you say every time you watch an anime with an awkward scene, that's when your dad would walk in?
Yeah.
That's when I walked in on my roommate watching Hellsing.
Ah, yes, and then he pulls out the machine gun.
I was just like, dude, what are you watching?
What the hell are you watching?
Because it's Hellsing. And I'm like, so it's
such
one
a
of
shame.
those anime.
It's such a shame because you could have walked in when it's like boo 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 ba doo ba doo boo, and it's getting down on the bass, and he's like cocking the gun with his teeth. Like there's so many. I bet you would freaking love. What's the like Giga Priest? What's his name? Alexander Anderson. There are aspects I think you'd be like, holy shit, that's dumb. That's amazing.
Okay. Well, I also haven't seen Vampire Hunter D, and that would probably be more my jam. I should probably put that further up on the vampire anime that's popular that I never watched list.
I believe it's abandonware, as it were.
Vampire Hunter D?
Yeah.
I thought it was a movie.
No, as in, like, you just can't. Do they make a 4K of it? You can get a Blu-ray. You can get a Blu-ray.
They used to sell that shit at Best Buy. I'm sure you can find a freaking copy easily.
It's my favorite anime movie. I would watch that with you anytime, anywhere.
What is the difference? There's also one Bloodlust.
You want Bloodlust. Vampire Hunter D is not good at all, and the creator has said as much.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
done.
I very specifically want the
very specifically, yes.
Blood in your colon. See a doctor. See a doctor if that happens. I'm looking right now. It looks like non-bloodlust is much more readily available.
Yes, because they're sitting in a pile like the E.T. video game.
However, it looks like I can get a Blu-ray copy of Bloodlust for $28 new. So it's not that hard to get.
Yeah.
Original has its own charm. All right, Kyle, this calls for a poll.
The original does have its own charm. It's not that the story's bad. It's an interesting story. It's straight from the manga. It's that they didn't have the money to make it. And so it just suffers visually.
Excuse me. The ET video games are in a landfill. Folks have found the site, I believe.
Exactly.
We are okay. There it goes. It took a second, but it's there. All right. Well, it's actually closer than I thought this would be. I thought this would just immediately open up and be like, bam, Bloodlust. But currently, it's 58% Bloodlust. Excuse me. Kura, thanks for the super. All of his isekai, meanwhile me, one of the last few familiar of Zero enjoyers.
Familiar of Zero.
I've never heard of this, and nothing I'm looking at is ringing a bell.
No, I don't know what this is. Are they maids? What's going on here? The setting is
They
fictional.
do not
content.
look like maids to me. This appears to be some sort of uniform, and I'm seeing... Oh, no, there is a maid. It just took me a while to find the maid, Kyle.
What year is this?
F-Zero was a great Destiny in this game. Yes, it is.
It's being advertised with World of Tanks, so you know it's good. What year is this, Internet? 2006. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is 2006. Nice. Oh, man. It's very important to put a year on anime for me, because then I can be like, oh, yeah, this looks great. I checked this out.
I think I'm at a point with anime where when I see black bars on the side, I get pretty stoked. To be completely honest.
Well, with that, we've clearly reached the peak of conversation. So
Yeah,
we will
we're
say
talking about adult acts and vampire anime. We should probably shut it down.
we should let you all know that Thursday we're getting up to some MSQ. That time is likely going to change to an hour earlier. Here, I'm actually going to go set that.
Yeah, unless I hit full blown sick, we will be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern time this Thursday. We're getting back to Dawn Trail MSQ. We'll be picking our first zone. I believe we're going with the bird zone.
Bird
the
zone.
Hanu zone. Or if you look at the thumbnail, it's bird.
Ooh, mau mau.
And if you look at, if Kyle goes back to his website screen and you look at one of the tabs, you will see that you really should go, Kyle.
I closed it. Hang on.
Your production is usually so quick.
There you go.
Okay, if you look on screen right now, where's the one with the website?
Well, I just grabbed the image off the thing for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway, go to MMOawards.com and vote for Grinding Gear for Creator of the Year. I'm going to go take an aspirin and lay down.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you all for joining. This was a good time.